Oh, we forgot one more. We won't do that one tonight. I don't want to get the copyright claim. Good evening, everybody. I don't want to have to edit out another segment because YouTube is shifty and shit. Welcome to Saturday night's main event, ladies and gents. We got a great panel. We got more peeps on the way. We got the chats going already. Clone Geek, the Vince McMahon scandal is for all. We could talk. We'll talk about Vince McMahon having sex with the talent. Why wasn't it Stephanie?
Was it him or was it
Jesus, Vince.
John Lyon?
No, it was Vince.
Oh,
It was Vince.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it was Vince. It's always been Vince. In the words of Vince, it was me. It was me all along. Hail Godzillionaire. Hail, what's going on? Hail Tina. She's on the panel this evening too. Judas, Brutal Morningwood, Judas Goat Barbecue, all my channel members, wonderful channel members. Godzillionaire, Good Stuff Comics Gator. What's up, my brother? Is that a goat? Is that a goat, man? Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, Brutal. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Chat's going good. So let me, Medi Hale, another channel member. What's going on? Did I classify this as a member stream? What's going on, everybody? Let me introduce my wonderful panel to my. Let's see, as I'm facing the screen to my right, your left, moving left to right across your radio dial. Miss Tina Bojan's here with us.
Hello, friends.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure which one of us is in the more dark atmosphere this evening, but he is the fan of vampire that don't sparkle, but he sure do shine. Twinkle, twinkle, baby, it's Angelus Draven.
Hey guys, should be a good show as always. It's fun shooting the shit on Saturday night. So yeah,
absolutely. So those of you out there know you see the wrestling intro. I'm getting back into the ring this August. My wife said she hasn't agreed to it yet, but I don't think at this point she has a chance because I've already announced that shit, and I refuse to eat crow or have to walk back. No, I'm not wrestling. Not yet. That trust me. You will get to see a live stream at one point of me working my, we'll call it a retirement match, but there'll be more than one, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm ring announcing for Shogun Pro Wrestling in West Branch, Michigan, this August. I think it's like towards the middle of the month. But hey, it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs. Hey, welcome, Courtney. Welcome.
hey.
But it's been a minute since we've seen you. Back in the ring, just ring announcing right now. Etev's wife is quietly increasing his. Yep. So I am, I'm ring announcing. What I want to do, like I said, what I want to do is I want to have somebody drive my Jeep up to as close as I can get to the ring, because it's like an outdoor show, which I hate outdoor shows because of the acoustics. I much prefer indoor venues because the sound is a lot tighter. Especially for a ring announcer, but they'll have a nice mic setup. I know the promoters. So yeah, they I'm going to, what I want to do is I want to work the team ratings thing back into it. And it's going to be kind of if I did it, it'll be like a very limited thing, like I said, because I kind of want that last ride, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do the team and I'll steal the team ratings thing from IWE because fuck them. I'll take it. It's fucking mine. I don't care. Nobody trademarked. I should trademark it. Nobody has. I might actually do that. Fuck that. I can do that. I'll do that. I'm saving so much money on my office. I'll trademark that shit just to piss these bitches off. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna trademark team ratings. I'm gonna do it. That'll be mine. That way, any royalties on their TV. When they're past broadcasts, when they get clicks, I'll get fucking paid for it.
Yeah.
And actually, I could copyright every video that they have with team ratings in it if I really wanted
to. Technically, yeah.
And I know right now there's Goyam out there going, shut it down. He's power hungry. I know. I see you, Goyam. I see you, Goyam. I see you. No, but yeah, I'll be ring announcing. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time with it. I'm just looking forward to it because it's a paid show by the city, which means I'm gonna get a fucking payday for it, which will be nice.
Very cool.
Just I honestly used to make, what was it, $75 to $100 to ring announce per show, which was funny because I would make like sometimes 15 to 25 to work 2 TV tapings. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What up, Tony? Tony's here, ladies and gents.
Hey.
Hail everybody. Hail everyone in the chat. What's going on? Happy Saturday.
Yeah, man. Welcome, brother. I was just bullshit about wrestling, man. I'm excited about August coming up,
Yes.
about Brock Lesnar versus about
I
coming
can't
back.
believe it. Actually, yeah, I can't believe that that's happening.
Right? Vince is like, I got caught getting dome again. It's gonna embezzle $3 million from my company. Give him Lesnar versus Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
So awful. That's the match. That's the last match I watched like almost 10 years ago when I quit watching regularly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a good look for them. It's not. But more importantly than all that, something happened to our dear old Potatoes, and Potatoes doesn't know how to ride a bicycle. Old Pop took a spill that most 6-year-olds don't take.
Mm-hmm.
You see, what I think got him was that crosswalk. I think the lines in the crosswalk got him, and
A little mesmerized there for a minute.
Well, he stopped, didn't he? And then he fell over.
Mm-hmm.
How does that even happen? You have your legs down.
It was an old person fall. Tony, do you have that? Can you grab that video?
Yeah, I will grab that.
All right.
Do you mind while I'm doing that if I just, even Kid Rock, he has the best take on it. If we had passed red flag bicycle laws when we should have, someone like Biden wouldn't have been able to even buy a bike in the first place, and this whole tragedy could have been avoided.
Mm-hmm.
It's common sense.
Yep.
Red flag bicycle laws.
Have you seen the Mike Lindell meme where it shows him tossing a pillow under Biden as he's falling?
Tony, did you send me the one earlier with him riding the bike, putting the stick in his own spokes? Was that you that sent me that?
Yeah, I made that meme. It's what I thought of right away. The bicycle,
it was fucking beautiful. It was that was like so apropos. Yeah. All right, here we go. I got it right here.
I sent you 2 of them.
Okay. All right. Okay, we got them. All right, let me share the screen here. Yeah, this is hail good stuff, man. Hail Stephen Walton.
What do you think Putin
ahead,
and Z are doing when they see that? I mean, it's so bad.
Dog. Putin's like, hang on a second. Hang on, I got to get my hat for this. I think my fuck it. I'll just get up. Fuck. I think my Russian hat's still in here somewhere.
Fuck it, I'll do it live.
Yep. Look, here it is right here.
Bad.
Here it is right here. All right, hang on. I'm gonna actually order like an actual like Russian fucking hat, but Putin's just look, comrade, frail old man fall off bicycle while standing still. Like he thinks he can stop us from blowing up all of their own biolabs allegedly in Minecraft in Ukraine. No zdrovia, comrade.
I mean, imagine how fucked we'd be if these people were evil and smart. Like, thank God they're stupid, because that's our saving grace.
Yeah.
It is, man. Hell, superfan Adam Shawhan. It is. It's a fucking like a gift and a curse that our country is run by a complete fucking moron. But I mean, he's like, I don't know. It's kind of like the drunk uncle at Christmas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're all fucking stupid because they're the third generation that inherited the wealth from the person who accumulated it all, and they don't know left from right. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. And I'm telling y'all, that's what's going to be this country and the Western world's saving grace, is that these people are fucking stupid.
Amen. Are we ready to watch potatoes fall?
Yeah.
Here we go. The Secret Service looks so cute in their bike outfits.
He looks so dorky in that bike helmet. I mean, I know it's
Right.
fancy and all, but Jesus.
Oh,
It's a better view of it, the other videos,
right.
and it's more up close.
Well, that's the wrong one. That's Trey. Hang on. I thought I'd flip right to it. Let me go over here. Yeah, that the up close one. I can't remember who posted that originally. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is right here. All right, hang on. Yeah, this is the fucking, this is like the beautiful like view that I'm gonna set to music or something, because this is great. This dude is fucking like who let him out without training wheels is my question. Like,
How do you crash?
Oh yeah, he should have had those
standing?
like 3-wheel bikes, with the little basket in front and everything.
yeah, he having the tassels hanging off. Remember, like you, and then that little card with the clothespin and the spoke, so it goes when you're going down the street. Little baseball card with the clothespin.
I get if you're like actively going, like there's a number of things that can go wrong, but how do you crash standing still?
He was thinking about hairy legs. I don't know. He was thinking about corn pop. He's like, corn pop's here. He had a flashback from the pool.
When I first saw this, he'll start coming towards the camera, and I'm like, wait for it, and then he stopped, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's not on the, and then he just fucking collapses.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh, we gotta have the audio because the crowd reaction's beautiful too. Here we go. Hey man. Hey. Up. Oh no. Oh, ah!
And that's the state of our economy. Stand still, collapse.
That is potatoes right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is definitely potatoes. God, what up, super fan?
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
Welcome, brother.
I'm very up. I've been enjoying the show as I've been getting high. So
I just ate 2 edibles, and I got I had to go to the place that should be sponsoring us right now, and I'll just throw this out there, HLPCS meds. I all your fine products I use for medicinal purposes, and they're wonderful. Until I can get to my chiropractor on Tuesday, I use some of your fine THC oil, and my neck actually doesn't feel like I'm 90 years old anymore. So yeah, I think I slept wrong, and that's the pratfalls of being my age. So HLPCS meds, you can order online if you want, but yeah, you guys should sponsor us.
So I'm pretty sure
I'm not above selling out. I'm not above it at all. Not even a little bit.
I'm pretty sure I know what happened here, and that he ran into his own Secret Service and swallowed all of his fentanyl. He thought he was going to get busted.
Oh no. He said it.
He forgot they were there, to protect him, and yeah.
Happy Juneteenth, honkies! It's me, baby! I heard potatoes fell off a bicycle today and swallowed fentanyl. Only thing different between me and potatoes is he didn't have a knee on his neck like I did. Damn you, Cleveland Brown. It was all your fault.
He had handlebars on his neck.
I heard something about a baseball card. Was it Jackie Robinson, you bigots? My holiday's tomorrow. I celebrate my sobriety every day for the last 2 years. I bid you all goodbye, baby. I gotta go meet Biggie and Pac It's Juneteenth, baby. And that
Oh,
was
yeah.
that was the legend of George Floyd, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow's his holiday. We should all bask in his greatness. I can't even say that with a straight
Those-
face.
Tones
I
are
thought you had to go get a teenth of meth on Juneteenth. Oh my!
Yeah,
God, it was
he's
fentanyl.
we've got a perfect story for for later. I just have to go through like DMs as we're talking and figure out which fucking who sent it to me, because I've been getting so much like good material. I actually have some from Manliness and Motivation for tonight too, because he's been sending some. Wes actually sent us like 2 holy shit news stories last week, so I got to give a shout out to Wes. He's a channel member. Dude's awesome. He's fucking hilarious too. So yeah. Wait. Oh yeah. Here. See right here. Remember to leave your Fentos under the tree for St. George on Juneteenth.
That's a good old cap.
You heard me coming down your chimney, baby.
cup of promethazine. Everyone's happy.
It's Maddie, wait. So it looks like the majority of us are getting baked right now. Nice crowd. Hey, you know what? Nothing against it. Nothing against it. So Juneteenth, Fentos under the tree. Oh, I shared that meme on the community tab this morning. The breathe right neck strips.
Oh yeah.
Papa Cotton sent me that. Big shout out to Papa Cotton. He's like, I didn't make this one. He goes, one of my minions made it for me, but he goes, enjoy. I was like, oh yeah, this is good. I was like, should I share this on Facebook? I'm like, I've been savaging in enough comment sections. I'm like, I'm sure it's always fun. One day I'm gonna accumulate enough of these things where I'll have enough angry like messages from people who like I'm not connected with on Facebook. I'll make a video on. I've only got I have as many as Moses Ingram has right now. I have like 4, because that's literally all the bitch had was like 4 D. Here's 4 angry DMs, and only 2 of them are mildly racist.
Mm-hmm.
And Disney's like, the entire Star Wars fan base is racist again. Oh my god. Meanwhile, we're all sitting back going, oh, go ahead, Tina. Sorry.
I would say apparently I'm so wicked, even my mother unfriended me on Facebook.
Damn. I had a cousin unfriend me the other day, which was funny because I posted that deal about, hey, you have to be 21 to buy alcohol, and if you put your 9-year-old on puberty blockers, you're a piece of shit. And one of my cousins got all up in her fees because she's got a transformer for a daughter. I refuse to call her a son because you're a female, Caitlin. You'll always be a female because you have female chromosomes and you can't change chromosomes. You know what I'm saying? And I eloquently laid it out. I didn't go hard in the paint. She's family. I love her to death. I laid it out for her. And I think what happened was it was because she's a recovering Obama voter. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's okay. But she was she was to that side where she was a leftist. You know what I mean? Not a Democrat. Democrats are hardworking people. You know, they may or may not, mostly union. They're hardworking people. That's fine. I've been a member of unions before. They have their pluses and minuses.
Mm-hmm.
She was a leftist. Now she's not anymore. She says she's a Republican, which I'm like, whatever you want to be, that's fine. And she gets all mad at me for certain things. And then the transformer thing, I was like, you really? I'm like, you're okay. I'm like, and I laid it out to her. I'm like, look, you didn't force your daughter into this, but nobody has to placate her lip trying to live action role play. Basically, is what she's doing with the use of chemicals. I'm like, that's a fantasy. I'm like, you do realize that you cannot change your chromosomes. That's impossible. Literally impossible to change. You cannot do it.
200 years from now, when they find the remains, guess what?
She's gonna be a female. Yep. Exactly.
just saying,
They're not going to be digging up remains, going, "Oh, look, they them must have died." You know,
I wonder how it identified as. No.
right?
It's funny you say that, though. My son just took an anthropology class at a legitimate
Oh
university,
no.
and they spent an entire chapter on the very first non-binary skeletal remains that they
What?
located.
Oh.
Exactly. And I'm like, okay, I went to college too. Please explain to me how a pile of bones shows
Is
that it was
non-binary.
non-binary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Fighting.
that's. I guarantee you, the professor has put some spin on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking you're right. And that came for the low, low price of $25,000 a year.
I was gonna say, and you're sitting back going, and I'm paying for this.
Yep.
I'm fucking paying for this. You know, there's a reason I send my kid to a fucking private school, and you know, when it comes time for university, you know, that's a bridge we'll cross then. But yeah, my cousin, funny, on a side note though, she also said that parents like me are the reason why children commit suicide. Um, and I have a
You
and-
play
and I have-
He-Man with your son.
I have a receipt for that too. That's on Facebook. I didn't delete it. I didn't block her. She unfriended me. And then the very next day, and I told Tony this, she sent me a friend request. And I'm like, you can sit in purgatory and think about what you did until I see you over 4th of July, bitch. You can sit there and think about it. Oh, please believe. You bring it up. I am not going to back down. I'm not going to tiptoe around anything. Nope. Doesn't happen. I'm the kind of motherfucker. I wrote off my sister. I wrote off when I have 2 siblings. I wrote off one of them completely because she's an insane communist. You think I can't write a cousin off? I mean, come on. The people I have in my life are people I want in my life. I don't need. You know what I mean? If at this point in the game, I'm 42. If you're here at this point, you're one of the good ones. You've made the cut. You've made the fucking cut, you know? So, I'm done ranting. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not even drunk yet. That's the thing. Like, I'm not. I'm just, like, that shit just, it bothers me. It's like, don't tell me I'm the reason why kids commit suicide, bitch. You see, you know what kind of parent I am, you know? You know what I've been through with my fucking family, you know? Don't put that on me, you know? That's fucked up. And that's the problem. There's parents like that out, you know, that are like that push that shit. And like I said, if you choose to do that with your life, that's your choice. Don't expect me to indulge your fucking live action role playing fantasies. It's not real. It's not. You're a person, absolutely. But is Bruce Jenner a woman? No, he's not. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. You too, Mama Susan, at this point, suck it. All right?
He is Woman of the Year, though.
You know, that was the thing. It took a man to be Woman of the Year in what, 2020? I mean, is that when he got Woman of the Year? I mean,
Something like that.
as a woman, I mean, that shit, like, that's taking away from accomplishments that, you know, real women have made. That is the problem to me. It's like, that's so counterproductive to the message of empowering females to me. It's like, hey, here's the men and they're going to be, you know, winning everything. It's like, wait, what?
Absolutely. I mean, I remember, you know, the fight for women athletes in college just to get, you know, a quarter of the budget that their, you know, male teams. I mean, we had men's and women's soccer. We were a small university, so no football team, but men and women's soccer, men and women's basketball, and you know, the women always got shortchanged because they didn't bring in the money. But we still went and fought for the guys who wanted a men's volleyball team. I mean, we're there to support each other, but when you see what's happening now with, you know, Leah or Liam, whatever her name is, the swimmer that has just was what 357th best college male swimmer, and then all of a sudden he's number 1 because he's now a she.
Isn't that
the
great?
problem is with that is there's nothing but a bunch of slack jaw bundle of sticks in there all around the world. I don't know why we put up with these people. You know, with this stuff that I'm using right here will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. I ain't got time to bleed. It's time to kick these people right in their coochies, manginas.
Hello, Tommy. Good
what's
to have
going
you,
on?
brother.
What's
Good to
up?
see
What's
you,
up?
bro.
You know what? I find it very distressing that we are not talking about robotic love because I was just watching an episode of BattleBots and this man reached down and kissed his bot. I was all aghast and the warmth of his embrace on that BattleBot, and I got to tell you, I think we need more robotic love. Get your toaster, everybody, plug it in and make sweet, sweet love to it. Pando Lando has spoken.
Wait, Tommy's here. I can play this.
Adorable.
Get yourself
It's a
some
pig.
watermelon love.
It's a pig world order.
That is the most adorable thing I heard. Like seriously, me and the wife were talking about that because she's like, can we get an? She goes, or it wasn't can we? It was I'm ready to get another dog. I'm like, can we wait till after Vegas because I want guinea pigs.
Oh well, I had pretty much convinced the wife that the two youngins that I seen a friend had. I pretty much convinced her that we need to have them. She allowed me to get a bigger cage for the big guys, so the little guys are going to get their old cage. So then I'm going to be set up for the little guys with the old cage for Helmet and Rorschach. So
Nice.
more
nice.
pigs on the way.
Very cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
Hail, Chris Fisk, bro. There's a link in the in our group chat. If you want to jump in, bro, you're more than welcome, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, that's a link, not a stink. Don't get them confused.
So
And if you're gonna do that, make sure it's what is it like this? I think I'm just saying. I'm not a doctor. I just played one on TV one time in a video.
No,
that
no, you're
hopefully
supposed to
nobody
use
saw.
all four fingers, so it's a double shocker.
Oh.
Don't knock it till you try it, boys.
Sounds like my favorite He-Man character, Fisto. I don't know. I
Well,
don't
does
know,
he use
ladies and
both
gentlemen.
fists when he's doing it? Like, how does that work?
Well, I mean, you figure Fisto. I mean, he's got that fisting action, but Jitsu is like throwing an upward chop. So I don't know, man. Remember Jitsu? I mean, he just with that gold hand right up there.
I tell you what, that's one of the toys that I cannot stop seeing at the damn toy stores all the time. It's Jitsu everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I cannot find any. I gotta go to there's a Meijer like 15 minutes from me, and I gotta drive over there because the Walmart. Like, I was there the other day, and I picked up the two. They had the Mando retro looking figures, so I bought Trey the four of them. I think we showed them on the stream the whole night. I bought him Mando, Bo-Katan, Boba Fett, and the Armorer. And then I picked up, they had two Death Squad troopers, which we have like, I think 12 of those now. So I picked them up, the two that they had there, because I got the Rogue One Death Troopers. And these ones from Mando are a little bit different. They have a little bit wider shoulders. Like, their pauldrons are a bit bigger and more defined. Their blasters are pretty much the same. But so I picked them up, those two. Those bitches are like $10 now for one of those.
Well, everything has gone up in price. Like I was talking about before, like when about a year and a half about roughly,
Yeah.
the Transformer figures, which are what they consider deluxe, which are pretty much the old standard size, they were going for $19.99. Then now they're going for over 22, maybe even 23 now. I mean, the prices just keep going up, and they're talking about they're going to keep going up.
Yeah. They've got like Walmart. That's one thing they do have. They have a ton of the Transformers, like because they have like a few variations of like the lines that are out now. I guess I've never been like a Transformer collector. Frankly, as a kid, I got GoBots. We couldn't afford Transformers. I got GoBots.
Hey, you know what? Don't knock the GoBots. Everybody always
like
likes
them.
GoBots. Well, they came out first too. I mean,
They did. I know.
I've had that discussion quite a few times, and you remember, like they were relatively cheap compared to the Transformers until the Super GoBots came out, and then they were about the same price as the Autobot cars. Yeah.
I have 4 or 5 of them still. My GoBots when I was a kid. Oh man, I remember going to Toys R Us to get those down in right outside of Detroit in Lincoln Park when I was a kid. My aunt would take me there. because me and my cousin, we always, we collected GI Joes, Star Wars, He-Man's. He had more money than me, so he got like all the shit, But yeah, because he always, I was looking at, remember them army ants? Remember army ants?
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of them.
Dog. I was looking at them the other day on eBay. I'm like, I was sitting there, that meme where the guy's going like this around the corner of the tree. I'm just like, I'm gonna buy these motherfuckers. Them and the battle beasts. Oh my god.
I don't know if I remember Battle Beast. Is that the sheep?
Battle Base were by Takar, and they were actually originally supposed to be. Here I go again, dropping toy knowledge. So they were actually supposed to be tied in with the Transformers. Believe it or not, they started with Takar, and then they got branded over to Hasbro, and they were supposed to be cybernetic beasts that actually had the heat function like the mini bots that had in the second year in '85. Yep. They had that little heat rub sensor, and basically it was like fire, water, and I think it was wood. And it was basically, it was like almost like rock, paper, scissors.
These things are so fucking cool. They were so intricate for their time, and each of them was very individual. Yeah, dude, these were absolutely.
I'm thinking of the sheep that were like army guys or whatever. If you remember those.
I don't.
They were sheep or goats, battle goats or battle sheep. I don't remember what the fuck they were called.
I'm not sure. But one of the things that real quick Battle Beast and what GoBots did right, that was one of the things that Transformers could never get into is the addition of not only vehicles but play sets. That was the one thing that kept both of those lines going for a while. I'm sorry, I just
no, dude, it's fine. I like that stuff. Chris Fisk says General McAnther's Blue Army versus General Pat Ant's Orange Army. Yep. I had them all. Army ants, we go marching along. Dude, my cousin he had those in the Battle Beast. I never had those.
We had the Food Fighters too.
Barnyard Commandos is what I was thinking of.
Barnyard Commandos. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wait, Hunter Iggy. Hunter, hey, I haven't seen Hunter Iggy in the chat in a minute. What is your thoughts on Vince McMahon's alleged about the woman that he had consent? Well, this is the thing, man. He shouldn't have used company money to pay her off. Mm-hmm. I mean, $3 million. Okay, dude, you're Vince fucking McMahon. If you don't. First of all, why are you paying this bitch off anyway? It's not like your wife Linda didn't know you've been nailing, the talent since what? Probably the 80s. Mm-hmm. And she stuck around. So what was different about this? I want more information. But I mean, this is on Vince. Mm-hmm. To me, this is on Vince. You know what I mean?
I mean, where the problem is Vince's idea of consent. So you're either going to give it up or you're fired. Okay, I'll do it. That's consent.
Right. Wait, Micronauts. I don't remember.
I remember those.
The Micronauts were actually Micromen from Takara in Japan. That's what built on the micro change line and everything. And then when they were rebranded, of course, the micro change became part of Transformer lines. Micromen were actually licensed off to Mego here in the States in '78 to become the Micronauts, and that's when it received a comic book and everything.
Damn. Tommy's dropping them fucking.
I know, right?
That's my wheelhouse, man. That is my wheelhouse right there. Those type of toy lines, because that's what I grew up on.
Hell yeah. Dude, there was so much cool stuff. The 80s were like a treasure trove. I would say that's probably the best decade for toys.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of unheralded toys from the 70s that most people just overlook. I mean, I was talking about one recently called the Zeroids. Like they were these little robots. They were kind of like a cross in between, I guess, like a Dalek and maybe Robbie the Robot, something weird like that. And they had a light up feature, and they became a part of another toy line called the Star Team, and they had a fake Darth Vader in it. But I mean, there was all kinds of really cool toys from the 70s that kind of gave way to some of the things that we seen in the 80s, including like one of Japan's biggest success with Bandai when they had the Shogun Warriors. Like when they licensed that off to Mattel, that was a huge hit. And no, Chris, no, they did not have magnets on the bottom of their feet. you're actually thinking of the little tiny figures that were technically supposed to be a spin-off of the Microman line that were part of Diaclone. They had magnets on their feet, and they were only like a inch and a half little tall figures that sat in the driver's seats of all the cars, because they weren't supposed to be sentient robots before they became Transformers. They were just supposed to be like battle armor, like suits, mech suits, so to speak.
Now, do you remember Monster in My Pocket? And I know that
Yes.
sounds really wrong,
Yep.
but okay, because I remember my brother had them because those would be the bad guys against his army guys.
I remember those. God. What about Guts? Anybody have any of them? Remember Guts? Those little, they were like little army figures, but they like, you had like ninjas and stuff like that eventually. Oh, dude, those, I sold, what was it? I had a set of like, I think 12, 15 of them. I sold them things to some kid in Detroit for like $100.
Oh wow.
He was like all over him. I posted him for like $100, and this was a couple of years ago. He jumped on him like, all right. I just threw it out there. I'm like, whatever. They're 80s toys. Let's see if anybody bites on this. Now
It's crazy, especially the nondescript ones.
Yeah, I remember
The ones that
Monsters
weren't
in My
like
Pocket.
hugely popular with a big giant branding behind them. A lot of those have gone up in price because they're a little bit harder to find at this point.
Yep.
I always thought Monsters in My Pocket were the things you got out of the like 50-cent machine, but I guess
They were
had, like,
similar.
yeah.
Do you remember the credit card ones?
Mm-mm.
I forget the name of them, but they basically they came on something that almost kind of resembled a credit card, a little bit thicker, mind you, but like they had a skeleton with like a Viking helmet and everything and weapons, and you would pull these things out and they were flat on the disc, but you would pull them out and then turn them a little bit and add the pieces onto them. Yeah, they had like I forget all the different creatures they had. I know they had a couple different skeletons. I think they might have had a vampire or something like that. I forget what they're called. I know we have at least one or two of them left though, but they were odd. They were another oddball toy. Yeah, Muscle and Frankie.
Yep. Dude, those Sal sent me some of those for Trey. They're like the WWF inspired ones, some of the older like $1 Million Man and stuff like that. That's another thing. I had about I think a dozen or two of those, and I sold them. But stuff like that, like the Guts and that, and I only had like 3 or 4 mask vehicles. I sold those to just buy Star Wars figures. Basically, that was it. It was like, I'm like at this point, I'm like, what do I want to collect more? I'm like, I have all these. I'm like, I'm gonna sell these. I want Star Wars. You know what I mean? That's when I was like, army building was just that. I was like, I'm just gonna buy all these fucking. Oh, dude, wait. Nano says my parents still have those old metal lawn darts we had as a kid, where you take you just remember those metal ones or the steel ones,
Yeah.
and you just throw it up. You throw it up in the
Do
air.
that and try to hit each other with them.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they were
yeah.
like jarts or something.
Terrible.
Oh yeah, those things were they were weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You'd take one of the neighbor kids' eye out with them damn things.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was bad, but they're so much fun. It was
Dude,
like
croquet, us with wooden mallets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
horrible.
Oh, here's another dangerous one, and I remember hearing the horror stories about these things exploding was kabangers. What I'm trying to remember what they called them click clacks in other places too. So it was basically like 2 big giant epoxy balls on a freaking string that came up to like one of those like the keychain loops that you would get for your keys. It came up to something like that, so you could put your finger through it, and basically you'd put your hand up and down, and these balls would just smack in a big semicircle back and forth. So what happened is some people would actually clack these things so damn hard as the epoxy would shatter, and cause all kinds of injuries. Like I heard somebody get like they shattered and they got in somebody's eye, and they wound up blind in one eye. Like these things were nasty, and they also made really good bolos when you were agitated with somebody.
My cousin took out his front tooth with one of those.
Wow.
Yeah, those things were fun though.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the danger element.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Right? Like look at the old big wheels. Look at the old big wheels, man. Like that freaking cheap ass plastic brake that may or may not work. So you got that thing up to full speed and try to hit that brake, start sliding all over the place.
Yeah.
Damn it! I can't find this frickin'. I can't find who sent me that damn video. It's pissing me off because I want y'all to hear this Rapley guy's family talk about him because he got shot and killed trying to commit an armed robbery at a Dollar General, and the manager shot and killed him. And then the family's like, they shouldn't have shot him. That person shouldn't have had a gun. It's like, well, your brother had a gun. He was trying to rob the fucking store.
Don't you
And
like
they're
how
like-
they
That's
always try to
different.
make
I mean, he
excuse
wasn't
for
going
the
to shoot
criminals?
anyone.
I'm sorry, Tina.
Oh no, I'm saying exactly the same thing. Well, his defense is he wasn't going to shoot him with the gun. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they said he brandished the weapon to the clerk, and it's like yeah, that's great. That's great.
Don't pull it and don't point it unless you're going to use it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here I found it on the Hodge Twins page on Facebook. All right, here we go. We'll watch this. This is like the news report. I just want you guys to see like the siblings because I'm happy Juneteenth, everybody. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. That's all I'm gonna say.
Police say an armed robber was gunned down by a store clerk.
I still don't believe it. Like at the end of the day, I don't believe my brother is dead. It ain't kicked in.
That's Tony.
And they're furious.
His brothers'
about
names
how
are
it
Tony and
happened.
Tony, all spelled differently.
Police say a Dollar General clerk shot and killed 23-year-old Roosevelt, who showed a gun and demanded cash Wednesday.
Witnesses indicated that the weapon was brandished and pointed at employees.
He got some responsibility, but not all.
But they say that still doesn't warrant the clerk's actions.
Right and wrong is wrong. That was wrong for that clerk to shoot my brother in the chest. Yes, he's robbing y'all. Oh, well.
Oh wow!
Wait. All right, let's pause it right there.
honey, child, he was just in there to try to get his. I don't know why they're giving him such a hard time. My baby brother, my baby.
Let's run. Let's listen. I want to listen to her and one more time and her rationalization of this.
Right and wrong is wrong. That was wrong for that clerk to shoot my brother in the chest. Yes, he's robbing y'all. Oh, well.
Oh well.
So your brother was showing a gun at the to the employees and demanding money. One of the employees also had a gun and showed it to your brother, but apparently this employee knew how to use it and wasn't shooting sideways and trying to throw bullets. And
Kill shot. It's a kill shot.
And kudos to this employee because she said he got shot in the chest, which implies training, which means they knew how to go to for center mass. So your brother brought a gun to a gunfight and wasn't prepared to fucking use it because
You know what? I will argue this center mass theory. Everybody keeps just saying it's the center of the body is center of mass. Isn't the whole body part of the mass? So shouldn't he be shooting lower? Just saying. Just saying.
Well, at that point, death is castration, so we're killing two birds with one stone here. I'm just saying. So Roosevelt brought a gun into the Dollar General right here. Said, "Hey, I want what you got." The manager's like, "I don't think so."
You know what? The only thing that would have been better, ETEP, is if it was a Dollar Tree that he was robbing.
Yeah.
Right? No, the best would have been man shot and killed stealing 25 Ray Skywalker action figures from Ollie's.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure that people in Ollie's wouldn't be shooting over those things disappearing off the shelves.
They'd be like, can we load them up for you?
We'll give them to you by the case, yo.
Rose Tico figures.
EBS bought them all.
Frankie, she has a happy shirt. The next day she wore the sad shirt.
I'm with stupid and points up.
Well, her brother Tone Loc over here wasn't happy about Roosevelt getting fucking shot. So I don't. Let's listen to what else this intellectual giant has to say.
Call police. That's what y'all supposed to do. Y'all not supposed to take matters in your own hands. Take matters in your own hand and bring a gun to work for safety, period.
So she of course to enunciate her point, because nothing, and I mean nothing on earth says I'm an articulate, intelligent human being that has a mastery of the lexicon, like clapping your hands violently when you're speaking. To me, that always really commands my attention and makes me want to focus more on what the person's saying. It doesn't make me want to punch them in the face repeatedly until they look like Jello.
We would have called the police if you didn't fucking defund them.
Yeah,
so
right.
it's not my fault the third Hodge
Right.
twin didn't go along with his fucking brothers and start a YouTube channel. But if you're gonna do something like that, if you're gonna fucking rob somebody or break into somebody's house, know there's a good chance you might die.
Consequences what it all boils down to. And after this interview, she was a lot calmer. They gave her a milk bone and she sat down and she was fine.
Chris Fisk says he was a good boy, he didn't do nothing. That's probably right.
When he would've...
Hail Davian Donaldson, what's going on? Welcome, brother. Welcome.
You know what, I'm quite disappointed that we didn't get like the don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood, and the mother comes running in, my baby.
Fucking house coat with no string, curlers in her hair, not even curled all the way around. Looking like Luther Vandross out there. Curl was never really,
What the real outrage is that this guy would have no problem taking someone else's life, but because he's gone, that's the outrage. No, fuck that.
See, and this is the problem. Okay, so this clerk, this store manager, defended himself against someone with a gun, and it's a problem because he shouldn't have had a gun at work. But what about the kids in Chicago and Baltimore that are getting shot in record numbers every fucking weekend?
Oh, that's just crime.
Chicago averages, was it 25 shootings a weekend? Tina, it's up there. It's up there. It's
Absolutely.
an insanely high number.
And we just saw the note. A friend of mine from college, he's a sergeant for the Chicago PD, and my brother-in-law is an officer. A bunch of my husband's friends from college, all Chicago PD. Well, they got their letter that said all requests for Juneteenth weekend time off has been denied. Some of these guys have worked 20 days in a row without a day off, but I bet you Lori Lightfoot's going to be sitting her ass in front of a bonfire this weekend.
Yep. Yeah. Beetlejuice is just trying to pack the waiting room at her favorite pit stop.
Yep. Yeah. Happy. If you're just joining us, happy Juneteenth weekend. Just don't burn down any Targets and CVS's. They suffered enough during the summer of love. Has anybody seen Anna Kasparian ranting about Kyle Rittenhouse because they made a big deal of him at Turning Point during like the women's conference and shit like that? Did you guys see that?
No.
Anna Kasparian from the Young Turks is absolutely fucking insane. I mean, so is what's his name? Cenk Unger. I mean, or Sink. I don't know how you say his name. Motherfucker looks like he ate the kitchen sink. But they're insane. The Young Turks are fucking nuts. Like, I don't know if everybody's familiar with basically who they are, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. They're nuts. And yeah, Anna Kasparian went off on this. She's 35. And she talks like she's a 16-year-old girl. It's ridiculous. I mean, she was talking about Kyle Rittenhouse, and she's like basically because they introduced him as a cute conservative, and playing off because it's a women's thing, playing off on his boyish good. And she was like, I don't think he's cute at all. And she went off like on this whole and it's just like, Why? I know you don't want to deny people a platform, but at this point, would it be wrong to deny her air? I'm just asking for a friend. Yeah, and her and Heart Attack Younger there. I mean, that he said he could beat. He said in a fight, he implied on another podcast he could beat Joe Rogan in a fight. And then
that guy can't beat diabetes. He's going to beat Joe Rogan.
the host of the show, of the podcast he was on, there was two guys, and I think they were Italian, and it was like a very very professional looking podcast. Like both the guys are wearing suits, you know. They had a very nice studio, and when Chink says, you know, not all fighting is, you know, fighting skill and being in shape and having stamina, he goes, you know, I'm from the streets. And the guy shows a video of Joe Rogan throwing like side kicks. Like, I mean, if you got hit with one of those, it would probably snap your fucking, you know, those shin kicks, those high mid-range. Oh my God. Like, no. If one of those hit Cenk Uygur, he would throw up. I guarantee you. I'm nowhere near as much of a fucking beached whale as him. Like, I mean, I'm making jokes to say I'm fat. I mean, I got a dad bod, all right, baby. Look, I got a dad bod. But if I got hit with one of those kicks, I would lose whatever I ate for the last 2 days. You know what I mean? And this dude's like, I'm gonna take him. I'm like, what? How does that further like anything that you're trying to imply about Joe Rogan? Which is funny because they're still clinging to that narrative that Joe Rogan is a alt-right, you know, agent of chaos. And it's like, Joe Rogan's a leftist, you know, which now not so much anymore because that
more of a libertarian.
Exactly. That bar of what a leftist and what a Democrat and what a communist is just, it's everything. You know.
It's so blurred. It's ridiculous at this point.
It is. But, you know, yeah, Rogan's not a conservative at all. That's the funny thing about all that. They try to, he's a tool of the right. It's like,
well, they did the same thing with Musk. You know, the minute he disagreed and he wanted something in the middle, they automatically said he was alt-right.
I guarantee you, the only values that Elon Musk holds that are conservative, I would just venture a guess to say from everything I've seen so far publicly, is his capitalism, you know, his love of capitalism. Outside of like the Constitution, you know what I mean? Like he's not out there as far as like his views go. But you know, before the whole Twitter thing, the left pretty much loved him, which you know they did. It's just kind of funny. Oh shit. We got a $5 super chat from Glinzer. June. There's only one way I can read this super chat, Glinzer. Hang on. Here he comes. He's back.
Prepare for his illustrious self, the one and only leader of the Fentanyl Clan, George Floyd.
Juneteenth and Father's Day on the same day. Prison visitation gonna be packed, baby. Be sure to snuggle in, sneak in some of that fentanyl and them balloons, baby. I'm gone until Martin Luther King Day, whichever holiday come next that involve me, baby.
And he was gone like a thief in the night.
Like a thief. He's not Trayvon Martin. Settle down. He just wanted Skittles and iced tea. For a $5 super chat, Glinzer, you know what? Should we unleash the Loja?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Tina, say unleash the Loja.
Unleash the Loja.
Yeah. 2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3.
And I'm not drinking it.
Who would you believe?
Robert Loja? Calcium.
We'll beat you like a Cherokee drum.
3 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3.
Try some new Minute Maid orange tangerine. It's got calcium. And I'm not drinking it.
Oh no, it's sweet. You'll like it.
I don't believe you.
Well, then who would you believe?
I don't know, Robert Loggia. Whoa, Robert Loggia.
Billy, your mother's right. New Minute Maid orange tangerine tastes great. It's got as much calcium as milk.
If you say so, Mr. Loggia.
Yeah.
This is great.
Enjoy your breakfast.
New Minute Maid orange tangerine with calcium.
Yeah.
Try some New Minute Maid orange tangerine.
Billy, your mother's right.
Do not go gentle into that good night.
And I'm not drinking it. This is great. If you say so.
That's great.
It's the Loggia.
Thank you for that super chat. And speaking of Robert Loggia, it's Vinny.
Vinny.
Hey everyone, it's the ghost of Robert Loggia. Where's Billy's mom? Grace, I'm horny. Billy, drink your juice.
Seriously, dude.
She's
What
still
up, Vinny?
trying to make it to the Mexico border, Mr. Loggia.
Billy's mom, like, seriously had it going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey Tina, how you doing? I didn't see she was
Hello.
on the panel too. Awesome. I said gentleman before and lady. There we go.
Just got your book today.
Sweet. I saw that. I hope you love it. Yeah, I can't wait to create more books and get more things out there for everyone. Yeah, I got a bunch of freelance jobs in the works right now, and then I'm diving back into City of Venus. So yeah, get ready, folks. It's gonna be awesome.
Nice.
Hills to the yeah.
Dude, yes. So thank you, Glinzer, for the $5 super chat, man. We appreciate it. Godzillionaire said release the Loggia. See? They know. They know. You gotta release
Right.
the Loggia. It's gotta happen. Sometimes you gotta hang out. You gotta hang the monster, and that means releasing the Loggia. See?
You
Double
know it.
entendre.
Grace knows it.
Grace. Yeah, I just, dude, his dad's reaction when he's like, Billy, listen to your mother, and he turns real quick. It's like, Billy, okay, look, man, Grace is a dime. Grace is a dime. Her husband, like, I'm sure he has a great personality, probably a super nice guy. He probably makes some bank. And her and him and Loggia, you know, he was out with her one night at a social event. Happened to bump into Robert Loggia. Loggia was like, Grace, you're a beautiful woman. How'd you like to drink my juice? And she was like, all right, this sounds good.
Shit.
On the DL, on this, on the low, as the kids say. And yeah, next thing you know, Robert Loggia just happens to show up for breakfast and tell Billy to drink his juice. And Billy's like, yeah, like Billy was like, Dad, who would you believe? Billy's like, I don't know, the guy Mom stupping, Robert Loggia.
That's where they got that story from, that movie. What was it? Indecent Proposal. It was a true story of Robert Loggia and Grace.
Loggia's hot as hell, man. That suit.
He had that certain that old school toxic masculinity, you know what I mean? Women were just falling on. Robert Loggia was one of the things, like he'd like Ralph Craig smack her in the face and she'd be cooking a pot roast and then being yes dear, and that was Loggia.
Make a Loggia a sandwich and then get over here.
She's smacking back at Robert's like, that's why I love you, baby.
No, I'm pretty sure.
You got moxie.
Call me crazy, but I think that's probably where Trump got to grab him in the kitty cat from.
Probably.
That was initially a Loggia-ism.
He was just boasting and bragging. He's like, nah, really, it's not just grabbing by the pussy. He goes, I go to porn stars and I make them sign, NDAs and all that stuff.
Dude, no, we're not talking about Grace Randolph, Nano. We're not talking about Grace Randolph. No, we're talking about Billy's mom, Grace, not Grace.
But
Randolph.
I agree with Nano.
And I won't discriminate.
I agree with Nano. She is gross.
I'd still smash Grace.
Yeah.
I'm not, Grace.
Here's the problem with Grace Randolph. You are not sneaking up on her with that lazy eye. She's going to see you coming.
That's okay. We just want to find out if her O face matches the so face.
That. What do you say, Grace? Oh, or so?
Yeah, well, that's where you could bust out Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother.
I wonder if she hits that moment, if that eye just like rolls a little bit further up and to the left.
Hello, Piglet.
oh, bother.
Oh, bother.
Oh, Grace.
Well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you don't play the full one anymore?
Nope, we're not playing all 37 seconds of Grace right now. We're not doing it.
Thank
Not
God.
punishing everybody like that yet. Not doing it.
just
Frankie
need
says I
68
say
and a half.
no.
68 and a half seconds of grace. You'll be fine.
Oh, dude, I watched the other day when I was painting the living room. One of her videos came on, and after that, it was like 3 in a row. And by the third video, I'm just like, because I was in a groove, I'm like, I'm not gonna stop. And by the third video, I stopped. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, that's it. Next thing you know, I'm DMing her on Twitter, being like, hey, girl, I sent you a plane ticket. Just come out here. I got a hotel room for the weekend. We're gonna end this. We're never gonna talk or speak of this again.
I blocked her on Twitter. I beat them to the punch.
I beat her. I've been trying to. She. I give it to her, Grace. I know, bitch. I know you've seen my tweets. I know you've seen them. I know you've seen them. I know. I comment on your videos too. You have your little. Sometimes you have your little fruit booties attack me, and that's okay. I swat them away like King Kong with them little bitch ass airplanes. Whatever. It's fine. And then Caroline Dries is another one. It's like I got the Batwoman Writers Room, the official CW account, but I can't get Caroline Dries. I'm like,
ETEP. We know they all want the Hans cock, but they can't have it.
See that picture? I swear to God, if he had a Duck Dynasty beard, he'd look like my dad.
Shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, there was something else another stupid celebrity did that I wanted to make fun of, but I swear before Jesus, I can't remember.
Was it
Tony,
Justin Bieber's stroke face?
What the hell is that? Hunter, is it Hunter something syndrome? Hunter Hearst Helmsley syndrome he's got, or
Hunter
something like
Biden
that?
syndrome. He's high
Hunter
off his
Biden
ass,
syndrome.
off
It was
of,
Hunter Biden syndrome. That's what it was.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I thought it was Bell's palsy.
No,
you know what?
No, it wasn't.
ETEP, you should make a game out of this. So what you should do is you just put a bunch of random like diseases in a hat and put a bunch of random names in a hat. Just pick one and then find out if it's true, because it just might be at this point.
We could make a game of that for Saturday nights. Random celebrity diseases.
Well, they said what he has is worse than Bell's palsy.
Ramsey Hunt syndrome.
Ramsey, yes, thank you.
Ramsey Hunt.
Yeah,
Ramsey. It's like a more extreme version, but I don't know. It's crazy. Did you
And-
guys
and
see
now-
Tucker, what he said? Because we were trying to get a statement from Justin Bieber. We were trying to get him on the phone, but he can't answer it due to his face having some kind of paralyzation stroke thanks to the shots he was taking. He said that on air.
I don't watch Fox News, but I'll watch Tucker Carlson stuff.
Same.
That dude, like, the only reason Tucker Carlson can say whatever the hell basically he wants is because he is the highest rated news program in all of cable television right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, there's nobody that draws more ratings than him. He's doing, I think, more than back when like Bill O'Reilly was like the 8 o'clock spot in like 2006 to 2009 belonged to O'Reilly. Like nobody could touch that shit. That was his. You know what I mean? Now it's like Tucker is like boom. I remember him when he was on Headline News in like 2004. But Tucker ain't ever changed. Tucker's always been Tucker. So
Yeah, he just wants to put the facts out there, and he sees what the left's doing, and he's calling them out on it. Did you see what he said last night?
What? Which one was that?
He showed the whole Project Veritas thing with the diary, and how he showed the FBI footage of them raiding Project Veritas.
I think,
and
Tony, Tony sent me that this morning.
Yeah, and then he showed the actual what was inside the diary, that his daughter, Biden's daughter, literally said it. That she became a sex addict and a drug addict due to what happened to her as a child being molested, and then that she showered with her father. And throughout
Yeah.
the episode, Tucker kept saying it over and over and over. This man showered with his daughter. How come there isn't a police investigation? I think it's worthy. Like, he just kept pressing it.
Yeah, he like what she said in particular. What got me was she was like, yeah, not only the fact that he showered with her, but it was until an age that she thought was questionable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, like that just made it worse. You know what I mean? Like that means this went on over time. It wasn't just like a one-off thing. You know.
Yep. And then he showed all the other allegations of the sexual harassment that he did to other women.
Yep.
He just kept showing it throughout the episode, which was hilarious.
Well, I'll tell you what, like all the things that are going on right now with all the stuff that those idiots are getting away with, and then of course you got that hearing stuff going on. Like anybody who's not prepared for more riots to start, you better get prepared for them. Because I was just watching this here one prosecutor talking about that case too.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying that right now there is not enough for them to actually be able to sustain the verdict that they want. This is his professional opinion. Mm-hmm. That really what they have is somebody who believes what they said, so they can't even prosecute it. But once again, you got them going hard in the paint at that all over the place, all over the news. Now, this crazy shit with Biden, they don't even want to touch it. They don't even want to discuss it. They don't even want to mention it. And that shit is disgusting. And it's just part of some of the same shit we've been seeing with all these other corporations and everything where they want to groom children. It's disgusting.
Yep.
It's absolutely disgusting. I had someone on my channel on Friday who said something privately that one of like the last straws. And it is absolutely disturbing what these people are doing. I'm not going to repeat it on there, but again, that's it's fucked up.
Oh.
It's fucked up, and they're let's just say that they're pushing more stuff regarding children.
Yeah. Well, that's like all these people that are that the kids at the drag show. All these people are pushing back, and well, the weirdos are. You're just bigots. You're just a bigot. You're intolerant. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I am intolerant. I'm intolerant of you grooming and abusing fucking children. That's what I'm intolerant of. If that makes me a bigot, then abso-fucking-lutely.
Well,
I'm
you see some of these big
of
news
people who abuse fucking children.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
well,
that.
ATAP, I just seen recently there was some big news article from one of those like CNN or whatever it was, and it was the exact same thing. They were talking about transphobia and the alt-right's push to try to ban these absolutely friendly trans shows that they're putting on. Like, really? You think that's okay? You think that's like bigotry against them to have to stop because they're freaking doing this shit to children? Or are you not paying attention to what's going on, and you just really are that stupid and don't care?
They're that stupid, but they're for anyone who's agreeing upon this stuff, they're also creeps.
Yep.
There's some. I'll just say it right now. They're probably in that whole same cult group, weird fucking shit that's going on. Your Hankses, your Spielbergs.
Oh yeah.
Ron Perlman's.
Oh the gosh. Yeah. These. And it's like every time one of these fucking people, like, and I get this on Facebook a lot because I'm in the groups I'm in. I get a lot of these, people who share shit from these fucking, these Transformer groups, and I don't comment on shit unless these assholes get militant. Then I'm like, I'm gonna come in because I have a whole file in my phone just called photo comment memes, and these are ones that usually every one of them usually will come with a 30-day ban, and there's a couple hundred of them in there. So I'll go through and I'll judge appropriately by which meme I should use by the post itself. I'm like, okay,
you're gonna make that 30 days worth it.
Oh, I do. I get my money's worth out of that shit, brother. Trust me. I got enough money in my commissary account to buy ramens for everybody. It is, but yeah, like today, these motherfuckers. I'm just like, it's dumb. A lot of it was like the Moses Ingram stuff today, and then you people saying Gina Carano, because I wanted to talk about the whole.
You mean you people? That's what I would have.
Oh no, trust me, I had fun with them calling Gina Carano anti-Semitic. I'm like, Gina Carano is anti-Semitic. I'm like, really? Do you really want to go there? Do you really want to? Okay, so an Orthodox Jew is going to hire an anti-Semite. Well, that happens all the time. I'm like, when? When? When does that fucking happen in Hollywood? When does an open anti-Semite get hired by an Orthodox Jew? When? You tell me when that fucking happens, and I'll come to you
February.
on Hanukkah, and I'll light the menorah every fucking night during Hanukkah. You fucking idiot! Like I'm just like, okay, so I try to use rational debate tactics with these people, and it doesn't work because they're fucking stupid. And then I just like, okay, well, I guess sometimes it's fun to get down in the mud with the pigs. So I have no issue doing that. And
just stay out. Stay in New Jersey with the frogs. They're gay.
I do tend, and this, Vinny, I told you this. My sister and her husband live in Jersey, and I'm like, hey, I was thinking about flying out there, and I was like, should I fly into LaGuardia or, Newark? Because they're an equal distance from her house. And I'm like, and she says, you can fly into LaGuardia. I'm like, all right, now you need to tell me exactly how many pizzerias are in between your fucking place and the airport, because I need to stay away from them. I'm afraid of going to these pizzerias because I've heard there's, frogs that are very...
humble. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
That like to hang. That like to hang out. They like to hang out behind the dumpsters and be 3 years late on campaigns, but nobody.
All doxing creators.
They don't deliver their product in a timely manner, and then act like the customer's to blame. They dox people, and then generally don't deliver, but then brag about how humble they are. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know anybody by name. Maybe you might. I don't. Just on Minecraft, allegedly. There's people like that hang
frogs are gay.
Dumpsters.
They're fucking gay. Infowars.com. We got all the footage. We got all the documents. We got everything over there. So thank you, everyone. Make sure to get your vitality pills. We need your help to stay on the air. Thank you, and let's go, Brandon.
See, Chris says it right. Chris shares my sentiment exactly. And that's what I hit him with. And the one girl said something, and Chris, you'll appreciate this because I said, oh, really? Gina Carano's anti-Semitic? Okay, Goyim. I'm like, okay, Goyim. Okay.
Well, how much you make a bet? How much you make a bet the day that Mel Brooks dies that they're going to come out with how bad of a racist he was? I mean, they did the same thing. They did the same thing to Stan Lee.
Yep.
They said he was a huge racist, and they even said he was anti-Semitic at one point too. Like, do you not know who Stan Lieberman really was? You dumbasses.
Yeah, that's the Stan Lee. Even his statements regarding how he balanced the politics and the comic books was perfect, because he said, yes, the messaging is there, but we like to use nuance and subtlety because we don't want to beat you over the head with it. And that, my friends, is how, if you want to put a message into your comics, you do it. It's through talent, creative writing. But these people don't have that because they're activists. They're not writers. They're not directors. They're not
I
producers.
think that was the big difference back then, ETEP. They let you come to your own conclusion with little bit of information that they gave you.
That's it. That's it. They can't do that now because they talk to us like we're morons because they think we're like them.
Yeah.
The mainstream, anyway. I mean, you like I said, guys like Vinny and Red and Chris, you guys know what you're doing. Your books are fucking amazing.
Thank you. Dude, and that's it, man. You could see who's disingenuous. Again, the lateness, how they treat people, the bullshit games that the majority of them play. And I don't give a fuck about that stuff. I want to get good product out there, and I want to have a good time with my friends, period. I don't know what these other people are doing. I don't know what their plans are. I can give a shit. Be good to people. What is so hard about that? Be genuine. These people are so fake. They're always putting on all these dumb little shows that they think are shows, and it's just like a carbon copy and a piss poor version of like Stern that they want to be, stuff like that. It's like, are you kidding me? And that guy's such a sellout anyway. So why would anyone want to be like that? None of it makes sense to me. And it's all tainted. It's all shit right now.
It's all just a way to turn around and take everything that everybody loved, destroy it, so they take away all your hope. Because that's what they are trying to do by destroying everything you loved as a child. They're trying to take all your hope away. They want to take everything you remembered about your childhood, all the things that made you happy, all those happy moments that you have, destroy them, wreck them, and call you a racist for liking those things in hopes that they could make you as miserable as they are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what the mainstream does. But I was also referring to some of the shitty people that are in a lot of the circles that we've seen. You know, I am fed up with everything. I really am. I just want to make sure we get more great projects out there, and that's what I'm pushing for. I just want to hang out with good people, great creators. So we're gonna keep doing that. Everyone else, they could go. They could suck it.
I got a message for all those weirdos. So
right.
what you could do is you can go out to the shore, right? Bury your head in the sand and just wait for the tide to roll in. Do us all a favor.
Right? Like Leslie Nielsen in Creep Show when he buries Ted Danson out there.
Yeah.
I gotta see it again.
How long can you hold your breath?
I can hold my breath. How long? I don't know why it sounds like Vince McMahon all of a sudden. Hail Steven Ransom. What's going on, brother? Welcome.
That's the sound he was making when he was with his paralegal. Never mind.
Yo. Instead of him being "you're fired," they were like, "You're fired."
Stephanie, let's take a shower.
Vince is just that's
Macho Man, wrong person.
Vince was mad. Why did Brandy get you first, Stephanie?
Don't forget how creepy McMahon was, and he also had allegations against him with referees back in the late 80s.
Didn't he have one with Trish too?
She never made any allegations.
No.
Trish knows who buttered her bread.
Exactly.
I thought she had issues with him there for a little bit.
He was forcing her to do things on there she didn't want to do. But I know for a fact, because I remember that shit too as a kid. He made passes at and tried to touch and fondle referees. There were cases against them, and at the time, remember,
poor Brian Hebner. Poor Brian Hebner. He didn't deserve it.
Oh man, R.I.P. Which one? Dave? Was it Dave that passed away? Dave Hebner?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, man. One of the Hebners is, dude. That is a kid that was it Hogan versus who the fuck was he working?
Andre for the belt.
Andre. Yeah, Andre on Saturday night's main event. Yep. And they had the fuck on Saturday night's main event, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've replaced that. No, seriously, but we have.
Wait a minute. Don't you think it's a little suspicious? These allegations pop up, and now Dave is gone.
See?
Okay.
Did Dave have ties to the Clintons? Where's my tinfoil hat? And let me get my whiteboard off the wall, and we'll connect Dave to the Clintons somehow. I guarantee you.
Wait a minute. We know that McMahon and his family, they actually do. They're not for Trump or any of that. Only his wife was. We know for a fact over at Infowars.com. Yeah, it's McMahon. McMahon had ties to the Clintons. And they took out Dave Hebner. It's sad, it's disgusting, it's creepy, but we know what happened. They're covering up this sex scandal. Yeah, it's true. Did he allegedly commit suicide? We'll read the articles live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Look at Nano. Has anyone found the kidnapper, Ezra Miller?
Yeah, we did find him.
Did they find that? Right? Did they find that fruit booty ass motherfucker?
Old Hans Cock has this scoop. Allegedly, he's taking rides on It's a Small World with Ron Perlman. They still can't catch him. The boat is going extra fast.
You know what? Somebody needs to take his unmasked version of The Flash running and just put I Ran So Far Away music to it.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God,
Dude, this is all just bananas on every absolute fucking level.
Think about that, and I know there's people out there going, "What the fuck are they talking about?" We're talking about how ridiculous the entire fucking world is right now. Like literally, the entire world is fucking just. It's like Arkham Asylum spilled out and started doing meth, and Matthew and Methany had a baby, and that's the fucking Earth right now. Basically, I think that sums it up. That pretty much wraps a nice little bow on it.
Step away from going full retard, man. Step away from going full.
One step. You know, there's only in times like this, there's only one doctor we can call, and I think it's this man right here.
Paging Dr. Faggot! Dr. Faggot!
I should go. That's a good idea, Dr. Faggot.
He's not the hero we need. He's the hero we deserve right now.
Quite honestly, I think I would rather call him Dr. Detroit.
Are you telling me you want me to play the ICP clip?
Uh-oh.
Do we want 30 seconds of the Juggalos? I mean,
I'm all right with it.
I'm good with it, but I do want to make a request for a commercial. When you do one, we got to have old boy that got his chain gaffled because
shit. We can. You know what? We'll do that right now. Hang on. Let me go over here. Let me find. I know I've still got that bumper. I had to switch brands. Where's it at? Where's the protect your neck bumper? It's on. It's got to be on Going Rogue. Hang on a second. Hang on. Because that one happened in Detroit. That's a fucking classic. Where the fuck is that at?
Yeah, baby.
Jesus Christ. Here it is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Jamal and his $25,000 chain.
Attack at a West Side gas station.
Thieves target a man because of the gold chain he was wearing. Tonight he's talking with our Tim Pamplin, who joins us from the scene with the night cam. Tim.
It was a typical afternoon here at this West Warren gas station in Detroit near Grand Boulevard. Customers coming in, filling up with gas, buying lottery tickets. It was a favorite spot for our victim, Jamal.
Thanks, Reed.
Customer walks in, shakes his hand, a couple more customers behind. The guy in the black. Pay close attention to him. And his buddy, right behind. They're looking for some easy pickings, and Jamal is their target.
I hit the lottery.
Jamal won $30,000 on the Michigan lottery, bought himself a $20,000 necklace. You see he's wearing it there. He's heard of people getting robbed for their jewelry.
Yeah, it's a thing. So I was just looking around, making sure nobody ain't trying to get my chain,
But they did get his chain. He walks out the store. The suspects were waiting.
So I ran back, tried to get back into the gas station. They had grabbed me, tackled me down.
A particularly vicious attack, punching him, kicking him, getting him to the ground, ripping off his gold.
They took off running and jumped in their car and took off down Warren.
Yeah, you know what? Because that's the first thing that I'm going to do the minute I win money is I'm going to go waste it on freaking jewelry.
This dumb motherfucker.
How he said it though, Tim. Jamal won $30,000. He bought a $20,000 necklace.
No, I love how this is a Detroit station and they got a British guy doing the.
Well, at that point,
and they got his gold.
At that point, isn't that just about everything he won after taxes?
It does happen.
Yeah. Right. Like, so I had 20 grand. So instead of probably, I don't know, paying my bills or, doing something to better myself, I was like, fuck it, I'll buy a $20,000 chain. I'm gonna get gaffled for it down at the fucking local fucking liquor store while I'm trying to find more scratchers.
You know what though? I don't think I'm one to really talk too bad, because if I was to hit a lottery, I'm sure I would spend a good portion out on more toys.
Yeah, but toys are gonna be worth money, especially as an adult collector. I don't know, $20,000 worth of gold is $20,000 worth of gold, obviously. But,
here's the difference, though. Here's the difference, ETEP. I'm not going to be walking around with my toys around my neck.
Exactly. No, exactly, bro.
Yeah, Tommy's still going to have those toys. Is he still got his necklace?
Yep. No. Well, the price of gold and silver is going up. I don't know. Maybe Jamal was onto the right. No, I'm kidding.
I bought some silver. I did. I bought some silver. It was funny.
Yeah,
Trey was like, "Can I opened like one of the little tubes up and dropped him in his hand, and he's like, "Can I have?" I was like, "No, no." I'm like, "They'll all be yours one day, buddy. Pray to God we never have to use them as actual currency. They'll be yours one day."
I've been waiting. I still have a few like silver bars and stuff like that I bought like a long time ago, and I've been waiting. And they're talking about this big crash that's coming, and that's when those prices of silver and gold are really going to go through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep, that's what the guy said when I bought my last batch. He was talking about that, how the prices. I was like, oh fuck, like I'm gonna have to back off for a little while now, because like I just like here and there, if we got some extra money, I'll pick some up.
So the guy you bought it from, when you went outside to get gas, that's when he jumped you and he took his silver back, right?
He did. I was like, yeah. Hang on a second. Let me be Jamal here for a second. Hang on, my chain.
Told him it was gold, but didn't tell him it was
20,000.
Egypt Wakuyan spent $12,000 on silver. The next second, he walked outside. The man who he got it from robbed him and got it back.
And I was like, "Oy vey, they got my chain." I don't know. That sounded more Australian than anything else. That was like my Australian fucking impression. Now I feel like Grant Gregory with the sunglasses on.
I schwitzed myself, and then he took it.
I was outside. I kvetched. They took my chain. What do I do?
They say that they thought it was an inside job because he distinctly heard the man running away going, "Weak, weak, 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 weak." I'm getting some Transformers with this.
Oh, shit.
Your dad will replace it, you Druish princess.
Chris, simple minds are attracted to shiny things. Easy now. Easy now.
I mean, he does have a big necklace that looks like it'd be worth $20K. So there you go.
What? Like, hey, yeah, I've got. Oh my God, I'm so ready to build the studio. Jesus, I have to wait till next weekend. And yes, now I'm building. We're building it. We're doing it ourselves because, like I said, I'm not paying $17,000 fucking dollars for somebody to build me. Yeah, wow. Yeah. The estimate I got from the contractor was $17,900 and some change, and I'm
how big of a space?
It's what
size of Grace.
I mean, it's a good size fucking space,
but 10 by 10 or something like that.
It's probably, I would say, what maybe 10 by 10, maybe 10 by 16, 10 by 18. Okay. But I've got 2 cement walls, and then there are actually three concrete walls, block, and then behind me they have to actually, we're gonna tie in studs, put a wall up. I'm gonna drywall everything, and frame in a door, and do rockwood insulation. And then I'm gonna paint it, and one wall this is gonna be fucking cool. And like I said, I'll have like a camera tour of it when it's all done. But one wall is gonna be nothing but card backs. I have so many fucking card backs. I'm going to put, and a lot of them still have the weapons in them. They're newer ones, but I'm gonna put them up on the fucking wall. And we'll have the Scarface stuff up, and the wall that's, because my desk will be facing like the very like front corner of the room, and then about all the way to the back of me will be a drywall, like the wall that we erect, and I'm 12 years old, and that's going to be like all green from ceiling to floor. So, and in the middle, I'm going to put in a 2-place desk for when we have people come in to record. So we have an area there to encompass more than one person, possibly 3. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And I'm building that, and we're going to start that a week from today. So yeah, just basically for the price of materials, food, beer, and pot for my workers. So,
well, I know when I was looking for the extension for my house, see, ours is different because we actually have to lay the block down underneath the ground, the foundation. So we got to do all that, and they were saying that it was starting at 20 some odd thousand. So, and I'm not making it fancy. It's just going to be square. There's going to be absolutely no windows because I want to put all my collectibles in there, and I don't want any of them exposed to sunlight. So It's just going to be a square box with a roof and freaking one solid freaking door that's going to be soundproof leading into the house. That's it.
Yep. And see, that's where I'm at with mine too, because mine's in my basement. And I will probably have like shelves because I have more. The house that I bought, there's like at least 20 of these shelves that are like from 4 to 6 feet tall. So a lot of my collectibles I'm gonna set them up on these.
Have you looked into any of the floating shelves?
I haven't.
My wife just picked up 2 box loads of these ones. I forget where she found it. She probably found it on Amazon like everything else, but they're like clear acrylic floating wall stands. So you could put all kinds of nice stuff on there, and they actually have under peg carriages, so you could put like a carded figures on it too.
Oh, nice. That's fucking smooth. I like that. See that, and that's you're talking about not making it fancy, and that's where I'm at with mine, dude. It's literally drywalling a couple walls. You know, you have to build one wall and frame a door in, and that's it. You know, they were talking, like I said, the drop ceiling. They were like, oh, it's gonna be like, you know, I'd say like $2 or $3 grand for a drop ceiling. I'm like, what? Like, I don't need a fucking like. I mean, would it be nice? Absolutely. Do I need that? No. You know, I can insulate the fucking ceiling and just paint it black. It's fine. It's, you know, I'm thinking, yeah.
This came out.
I did honestly, like if I had the money, if I fucking had that kind of money, would I do it? Fuck yeah, I'd do it. But
yeah.
I mean, honestly, to me now, looking at it like this, it'll mean more because I'll be getting my fucking hands on it and I'll be doing it myself. So I'm, you know, I like that, you know. It'll, you know, I miss doing shit like that. I used to, you know, I was a laborer at a point in my life, and I did work construction and build houses, so it's fun to do that shit. I haven't done it in a long time, but I mean, it's fucking laying some 2x4s and, you know, studs and fucking drywall. It's not, you know, rocket science. So
a lot of that stuff is really simple as long as you could build what they call the wall panel or ladders that they call them. As long as you can make them, square them up, and put them in place. I mean, everything else is just pathetically simple. Yeah. Hanscock, what do you got, Hanscock?
I said I like laying pipe.
He's laid more. It's like grumpy old men. He's laid more pipe than Wabasha plumbing.
I thought you were into crashing planes.
That too. I told you I kept trying to aim for Kathleen Kennedy. I guess I missed.
Yeah, I told you before, you got to aim for the ranch when you're trying to hit her.
Well, I smelt a lot of shit in the air. Apparently, it was cow manure, not her breath.
Awesome one. I will be fully moved by next Friday. That is the date. Is next Friday, because the movers are coming Thursday. So my bed and shit's gonna be gone. Like, we emptied out like our pantry and everything. Like, that's all over there. So yeah, I'm just basically like sleeping here now. Like, I'm over there all day, either working or setting stuff up. So yeah, it's like depressing to come back here after being there all day. I was like, it is. It's just like a letdown. I was joking around with Trey today. I said, all right, buddy, jump in the Jeep. We gotta go back to the hood. We gotta go back to the and Adam's been to my house. Adam knows. Adam see where I live. I live in a nice ass fucking neighborhood.
It is not no hood. Trust me. It's a nice house.
No. Compared to where I moved though, like, Adam, when you come up next time, you're gonna be like, you are the fucking White Jeffersons. Like, it is.
You did move on up, yo.
And my wife was getting on me because I came into the driveway the other day when she was there, me and Trey pulling, and he's like, hey, we listen to the radio loud, you know, we're listening to some fucking Jeezy, and she's like, hey, you can't be doing that over here, you know. I'm like, what? You know, she's like, I heard you pulling down the road. And I'm like, and then it was funny because like I was out putting the mailbox in, and I met a couple of the moms that live like right up. And I know the one gal's husband, he's a Marine, he's a cop. And the other girl, her husband, his parents own an RV dealership here. And they were come down there like, oh, sweet, another younger couple. Like, So we ride like our quads, like they have like a quad track through their yard and like through the woods by their house. I'm like, and I didn't notice it until he pointed out, and I see the kids riding a 4-wheeler around all day. I'm like, fucking sweet. I'm like, we'll be, because we got Trey new power wheels, so I got him a new big ass fucking like lifted Jeep to ride, because I got a trail through the woods behind the house. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna carve out a new fucking trail, so he's got a little horseshoe to run back there. But we do have bear that come through the back of our property, which is fun.
Rich
but
people
I have toys to deal with that. That'll be fun. I'm like, and I've got there, like I said, there's like 4 cops that live right around me. So I'm like, hey, if you guys hear really loud pops, it's just me taking out this bear because it's eating my bird feeders.
Now, when you say bear, you don't mean like one of those gay frogs, right?
No, I mean an actual like bear, like a black bear. It's a black bear, and how fitting it's a black bear, and it's almost Juneteenth. No, seriously though, folks.
You racist.
Monday's gonna be lit, folks.
You got to do better. E-tap.
Oh, Monday's our last live show. Dude, Monday is a milestone. It's the last show in the old studio.
Wow.
And it is. It'll be the last show here, and there's not going to be anything left in this room by Monday night. It's going to be like the curtains back there, because I'm not taking those fucking things, and everything else will be packed up, you know. But yeah, this will be the last show here where it all started. So
excellent.
We'll be moving onward and upward, man. I'm stoked.
That's gonna be great.
And I'm fucking glad I have a great fucking team around this brand, because y'all are amazing people. Like, Tony and I have this conversation all the time. It's like, do you realize how much talent we're around on a fucking daily basis? Like, it's fucking amazing. It really is, and I appreciate that. I do. You guys are all, like, everybody brings something to the table worthwhile, which is a fucking beautiful thing we have in our community. So cheers to that.
Amen, brother. Cheers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I cheers with water, and I got a perfectly good glass of wine right here. And I just got wine on my computer.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're fine. We're all fine. It's just on the edge. But I did, I'm trying to think, does anybody else have any other topics or anything?
That's wine abuse, bro. So you got.
I know.
The only thing I could think of was the Vince thing, and that's pretty much it. But I know.
Hang on, I'm scrolling through.
There was Vince.
Wait.
There was Brandon with his daughter.
Okay, here we'll close out the night with one of these 2 articles. All right, so here's 2 headlines. I just went over to Bounding Into Comics because they're my go-to. Big shout out to John Trent, everybody over at Bounding Into Comics, the best non-woke news site this side of the fucking internet. Thank you guys for doing the fucking Lord's work. Here's 2 of them right off the top. From one's from today, one's from yesterday. Comedian Jared Carmichael goes on bizarre rant about Dave Chappelle's opinions on trans shit, or James Patterson apologizes for claiming older white males can't get writing jobs due to racism.
Oh, let's hear that one.
James Patterson? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go James Patterson. All right. Does anybody read the James Patterson books? Anybody reading his novels or anything?
He's the guy that does Da Vinci Code and shit, right?
No, that's Dan Brown.
That's Dan Brown.
Yeah.
Never mind.
He does like mysteries and shit like that.
I think my dad reads a lot of those because they're like crime novels and shit.
Yeah, because
yeah.
I've got I know my wife's got a couple of them, and I know I've bought her like probably 3 or 4 of them. The lady, the house that we bought, there's like probably 100 books she left there. And it's like Ann Perry, I think is the author's name. There's like 45 books by him, and they're like all mysteries and shit. So It's pretty cool. And there's ceiling to floor bookshelves in like 2 of the rooms. So like I'm so fucking stoked to actually have a place to like put because I have books. I'm like, I have a place to put my books. It's nice.
That's awesome.
Yes, but let's. So speaking of books, let's talk about this James Patterson fucking quagmire, quandary, dichotomy here, if you will, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, are those? I feel like it's an episode of Seinfeld. Is he wearing ladies' glasses? Does anybody remember that episode of Seinfeld where George had the ladies' frames? Like I feel like James is wearing ladies' frames here.
He must think that it makes him look younger. Or maybe his pronouns are they, them, he, her, it, Transformer.
Do I have to refer to him as they, them, Patterson now?
It's possible.
And is it bad? I looked over here at this ad on the right side of the screen, and I was like, why is Chris Tucker wearing a skirt?
Oh shit, that's a good question.
I wonder if those workers use the Cash App.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie for a minute here. I follow a veritable cornucopia of different people on Instagram. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I apologize, Jesus. But the one of the gals I follow, she's God bless you, single mom. But it's your fault. It is. I know the entire story. It is. Stop posting thirst traps and then saying cash at me for more. Stop it. Stop it. Just start your OnlyFans and get it over with.
Steven's in the chat probably asking, what's her handle?
I'll DM you, Steven. I'll DM it to you. She has dead eyes. You'll appreciate it, brother.
Oh, shit.
He's like, I'm in love already. I'm in love, man. I'm in love.
They gave up on
big shout out, man. Big shout out to Steven. James Patterson.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The surprise is Grace Randolph's dead eyes. Ha ha ha.
Oh, shit. That's who you're following. I knew it.
I don't follow her on Instagram, only on Twitter. I yell at her on Twitter. And I slide into her DMs. I don't slide into her DMs. I should. I'll be like, Grace, look, girl, we need to stop this beef. And she's like, who the fuck are you? I'll be like, look, here's my key to the Beverly Hills Hilton. Meet me in room 112 where the players dwell, and let's settle this thing, girl. Let's knock this shit out. She's like, I live in New York. I'm like, I know. I expect you to fly across the country with me. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't renting no fucking room. I'll be sitting at home. She's like, I thought
we need to have an intervention for ETAP.
She ain't even my type, and I'm married.
Unbelievable.
And he'd wreck that ass.
There's a lot of S there.
Look, if it would get me, look, I said before, I may be joking, I may not be, but for clout,
that's a woman who looks like she's
nail
got Bell's palsy.
I'd make her. The whole time, I'd be like, Grace, say, "Oh, son of a bitch."
Why do you want me to say buy my barbecue sauce?
Yeah, talk about barbecue sauce, Grace.
For 5 hours.
Grace, why did your eye go into business for itself? Well, shit. Well. So James Patterson.
She's got a sign on her back. You have to have taken at least 4 boosters to get on this ride.
She's like, can we do it wearing 6 masks? Bitch, you can. I ain't wearing that motherfucking shit. I done had it already. I'm fine. I got bulletproof immunities. She's like, I got a monkeypox vaccine. Never mind.
ETEP's just going to slide a freaking eye patch over her crook eye.
I'll be like, look, it's race and gender swap Nick Fury.
She's like, why are you making me wear an eye patch? And you go, well, my friend just had a pirate book, and I like pirates now.
Tommy, you put it over her good eye so that the lazy one's the only one that can see.
I don't know where she's looking that way. She ain't never making eye contact.
Yeah.
She's like, no eye contact and no kissing on the mouth.
No
She's
problem.
a school teacher. She doesn't have eyes in the back of her head.
That won't be a problem, Grace.
Why her eye is wondering, just tell her to repeat Rocky Road over and over again, ETEP.
No. There is no possible way to maintain an erection while anybody did that to you ever. That's not going to happen. I don't care if you took Viagra or not. You can take 6 of them things. You're going to be fucking a goddamn wet spaghetti noodle at that. She starts saying this. She'll be like, I'm going home. I'm going to play some Nintendo 64. Get the fuck out of here.
Sure. Grace Randolph. Sure. Ting Tang Pow. Sure. Gigi Ping. Sure. Watch my next movie. Sure. Can't see me.
Oh, speaking of disappointing things, that I seen Entertainment Earth just dropped the pre-orders. They wound up doing it, and they made a freaking Peacemaker figure.
Of course they did. McFarlane?
I think so. I don't know. It's like a detailed one with the cloth and everything. Ugh.
We're missing Chris with his dun 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 dun.
I know, right? All right, I can take the lamp. I know the wife's like, because she has like stuff from China, and there's actually like a pretty cool like artifact from China. Like an artifact, it's like a cloth thing that's framed. That this lady was like the lady that died that we bought her. She was some kind of fucking baller. I don't know, but yeah. So that was hanging up there, and she's like, the wife's like, oh, I can hang all my stuff from China up here. I'm like. Every time I walk through that, I'm just gonna be thinking of fucking the show and Vinny going she shao. And it's even better because Trey does that shit now. Like whenever,
I'm such a bad influence.
Oh, he does. He heard me do it the one day. I was joking around. We were watching. I can't remember what the fuck was on, but I just started doing it out of nowhere, and then. He was like, yeah, just like your show, Dad. She shao, John Cena. I'm like,
you know what?
God damn it.
Here's what you got to get Trey to do next. You need Trey to go around with a nice Chinese accent, just saying Taiwan is not a country.
I'll get him to go say it to the Vietnamese kid he goes to school with. He'll be like, what?
Oh my God.
Tommy, the day I was up there, he busted out John Cena cat videos on me and ETAP. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
What's this, guys?
It's Cat Cena. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Trey was fucking like, check this out. Hey, check this. Watch this.
Nice.
Oh awesome. Yeah. Oh no. So like we went to like my son's like little Christmas play thing they had, and there's like a Vietnamese kid in school. Now my dad is a Vietnam veteran, right? Like my dad is not Clint Eastwood from Gran Torino at all. Not at all. Not one bit. Not at all. And they said the aforementioned Vietnamese child, who's a absolute cool little dude, said his name, and my dad's like, South Vietnamese, they're all right. I'm like, oh, Dad, I love you so much. Oh, yeah, yep. He's
like,
that
was a northern one. We might have a problem.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm like, Dad, you don't have a weapon on you, do you? That's when he just looks at me at 74 and goes, I am a weapon.
Nice.
It's like that fucking show on FX, The Old Man. Did any watch the premiere to that? I saw about probably 75% of the episode. It's Jeff Bridges is in it. It's actually pretty good. I take it he was like into some sort of, nefarious activities and has since, retired from that, and it kind of caught up with him, and he's living, out in the middle of nowhere. Now it's kind of like the cops are kind of like Fargo.
This is great.
But I thought it was pretty good, and this is how interesting this James Patterson article was. But no, did nobody else check that out?
No, I think I saw a trailer recently, but I didn't even know it was out. It's on FX?
It's on FX, which means it's on Hulu the same day.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was
what's it
really
again?
The Old Man.
The Old Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was honestly, it was pretty fucking good. Like I said, it's Jeff Bridges is the only person that I like there's a chick he like rents a place from and ends up like kind of I don't want to give away too much, but I was like, she looks familiar, But I can't play. I didn't look up her name or anything. I was watching the replay at like fucking 1 a.m. in and out of consciousness last night in my recliner. But I was like, the parts I saw were pretty fucking cool. And he has 2 fucking massive Rotties, which are absolutely fucking gorgeous. And they're like so fucking like obedient to him. It's dope. I was like, and I've wanted it really broke my heart. My communist sister had a Rottweiler when she was with her when she was married to her illegal alien ex-husband. And I'm not making this up either. This is like legit. Like this is like real life shit. So they got this gorgeous fucking Rottweiler. He was 4 months old, and they had him for about 5 months. His name was Chino, and they kept him on an enclosed porch, which he pissed and shat in. And when they decided that he was too much of a burden to them, they took and dropped him off at the shelter and said that they found him.
Oh.
I at that point, I was not able to take the dog because we had 2 dogs and 2 cats, and we just couldn't. You know, we had a lab shepherd female who was a complete fucking alpha, so we couldn't have her with a young male Rottweiler.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't have worked. But that broke my heart. And like I said, that's just like one of the things about my sister that really fucking kissed. Like, you treated this fucking gorgeous fucking creature like garbage. Like, and that's, I want to rot, you know, because we're looking to, you know, because we always go to the animal shelters to get like our pets, you know. That's where we got, you know, our little Natalia, our dog now, and Mr. Beans and Meech. They're all rescues.
Yeah. And that's the best thing to do, man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Truly.
Yep. Always,
that,
man.
That name will never die. It's just been.
So all the Legos are still, like, all of them are off, like, the baking cart now, and they're all back on the main area of the counter. So Beans has to jump from the table, and he knows now, like, he tries to walk through the Lego city occasionally to get to the sink and the windowsill, which I will fucking one-hand him up and move him to where he wants to go. I'm like, no. Like, I was like, if this cat could, like, knows any of the words that we say to him. Hang on. Speaking of cats. Come on,
so,
fat ass. There's
talking
Meech.
about me.
Yep, that's Meech. Beans don't knock at the door. Come here, fat boy. Hey.
No, Meech is awesome.
Come here. We're actually we have to fucking shave him. He's all mats. Because his fur is so long. So we're gonna shave him and let him start over again. Because, well, it's either that or I'm afraid to take him to a groomer because he's never left our house. He's always inside, so he's never had any shots. We flea treat him, and, you know, he gets heart guard and shit like that. But I mean, he's a fucking house cat, you know. So he's never gone to the vet, and I'm afraid to, like, take him to the groomer if he gets sick or something. You know what I mean? So we're like, we're at the point, like
the ones that are like they're in like the pet vans, and they come by.
That's one of the pratfalls. There's a mat right there. I've got scissors on my desk. I'm gonna trim you on the air. I live in a small area, so there's not a lot of stuff like that around here, which sucks for that, you know.
It's kind of funny, because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, yep. I've got scissors here. Come here, Meech. He'll just just pulled right out. Thank you.
Sometimes you got to work them out. Sometimes you get them right to that spot where you can. And granted, that's, you know, with the wiener dog clan. Yeah, definitely not your pussy cat, but yeah, come here. Meech is awesome. I got to play with Meech. He was cool.
Yep. He just turned. Come here, fat ass. Stop fucking with the fucking toys. Come here. He just turned 9.
He knows something's up, though. He's probably gonna be an asshole. I guarantee.
There he is. There's the big
He'll be an
man.
asshole. He'll be like, "Wait a minute, this isn't our house. Where's all our stuff?" But he's a good boy.
Oh, I just put in a cat door. Thanks for getting Harold with me, bud. I just put in a cat door, the laundry, because, like, the laundry room over there is pretty big. So I took the door off today, and the wife bought, like, one of those little half moon things, and it's got bristles on it. So when they walk through it, it kind of brushes them. So I was like, "Oh, thanks, hon. That's one more thing I'll have to fucking clean. I have hair all over my face from him." Because I haven't. I'm not. I shaved the goatee off and shortened that up and everything because it's just in the summertime, whatever. And now I'm letting the beard grow back in, so I got that stubble. So now his fucking hair sticks to me like that. So it's a pain in the ass.
Well,
I'm just fetching. I mean.
Well, we got a great one again from Brutal Morningwood. Big white vans full of groomers. Sounds like it's Ron Perlman and Ezra Miller.
Ron Perlman and Ezra Miller going to fucking Disneyland.
That is the Disney welcome van. Don't worry about that.
I swear to God. I rented that cargo van from U-Haul, just a regular like big van, and I told the wife, I was like, "Hey, take a picture of me in the back holding the sign that says free candy." She's like, "No." I was like, "Wait, what if we duct tape my hands behind my back?" And she goes, "No."
Oh my God.
I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm telling you can duct tape me." I was like, "You're no fun." I'm like, "This is why I pay $500 an hour for fetish hookers." Jesus. Anyway,
Doc? I see the Doc's in the house. What up, Doc?
Hey, Aladega. What's going on, brother?
Oh yeah, man. I got his book the other day too. Absolutely beautiful, man.
Okay.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get into it.
Wait,
I think he dropped the new one too, Blood Witch. I think that's also on Amazon.
Damn.
So yeah.
How many books? He's got quite a few out there. I gotta get, man. Once this move is over and I'm set up and I get into my routine, I need to go back and work on my shit. Like I have like this outline just sitting there, and it's like it's been over a year and I haven't fucking touched it, and it's killing me.
So you gotta go back and you gotta work on your amber. Is that what you're saying?
I might be able to hire Amber Heard. If we put plastic on the floor in the studio, we might be able to hire her as an intern.
What are you going to do? Smack her on the nose? You're going to train her? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm just like Ike did Tina. Just roll up a newspaper, and isn't that how he did? Tina, I told you to go in the paper. I don't know.
Too soon.
I'm just saying. Too soon. Too soon for Ike and Tina jokes. I know, right? Like I said, I made a Casey Anthony joke earlier. And my wife laughed, and then I added a Susan Smith in, and she's like, "Too much." I'm like, "Oh, really? Like what?" Susan's like I can joke about Casey Anthony. Susan Smith is the fucking line in the sand, really?
I mean, name other cokeheads that stay together like I can. Come on.
I'm like,
there was Bobby and Tina.
Bobby and Whitney. Bobby and
That's
Whitney.
true. Bobby and Whitney.
Yeah.
Even their
Jesus.
daughter.
Yeah, dude.
Unbelievable.
That's a fun. And Whitney Houston, God rest her soul, had one of the best fucking voices. Jesus, dude. One of my favorite songs, and I say this unashamed, is "I Have Nothing" by Whitney Houston. Just her vocals, the fucking range in that song, and her vocals are fucking amazing. And there's an old Instagram video. Hey, what's up, buddy? Of me from like 2017 lip syncing that from the radio station when I worked there. Back when in 2017 my Instagram account was kind of popping because I was wrestling, I was DJing. I had a pretty decent little thing going on there. But no, it was so I lip synced that when I was in the studio one night and I was stoned, and I was basically just sitting there getting paid because I had all my tracks recorded, and I would just sit there and play on Facebook and stuff like that. Because they refused to give me the raises that I wanted. So I'm like, oh, really? Well, I'll make my money one way or another, you bastard. And I sat there and I acted like I worked for McDonald Dairy and just drove that fucking truck.
Yeah, I think Awesome One has it. Yeah, and you can hear that exclusively on WETEP-FN.
If you catch my Hail 24 Eyes, what's going on? What's going on, brother? Welcome, brother. No, I had I got suspended from the air. Ow, damn, your claws, your back claws, motherfucker. You're 27 pounds, bro. Chill. I
got
played
Grace Randolph over there already.
Nope, just my big fat hairy pussy again.
That he needs to groom.
I do. He does. I can't say I'm grooming my pussy. YouTube would not like it if I said I have to groom my pussy. Cat.
Exactly. That's why it's wiener, space, dog, pussy, cat. Then you get away with it.
And leave,
Hey,
leave it
frogs.
to
New Jersey.
I throw one fucking if there's a piece of clothing of mine on the floor anywhere, he just goes and lays on it. So that's what
At
he's
least
doing
it
right
wasn't
now.
you've got a Lizzo in your lap.
He wouldn't have a lap anymore.
I was just gonna say that. Thank you, Vinny. I said I would have a fucking lap. Whitney Wakuian. Yeah, that was basically it. If I wouldn't get copyright, I'd just play the fucking clip because it was funny. I was too fucking stoned to detach the mic from the boom because I basically had a boom just like this. So I was just like, what do I use for a mic? I'm like, I used a screwdriver that was there. I'm like, fuck it, this is gonna be my microphone. And my boss's son followed me on Instagram, and I'm like, this is what I do with your parents' money. Fuck you, JT. Fuck you. That's what I do with your parents' money, you prick. You fucking cheap ass dad. Out of Scarapellis, the fucking assholes. Fucking, I asked for a raise, and the motherfucker laughed and said everybody wants a raise. I'm like, bitch, you own the place. I'm asking for like $1. Like, fuck you, man. I was pissed.
They usually like that.
Dude, we hooked them up because like they came in and bought cars from the dealership where I work, and we hooked them up with like advertising, and we cross promoted and shit, and yeah, I was like, that's how I got the job DJing. I was doing commercials. McDonald Chrysler, I did the radio voice, and I was joking around with the owner of radio. I said, why don't you hire me to DJ? And she was, do you have any experience? I'm like, no, but I have a good fucking voice. And she hired me. So on that. And then I spend 3 minutes making fun of Nancy Pelosi, and they suspend me from the fucking air for 2 weeks. Pricks.
Oh, wow.
We're talking 2014 Nancy Pelosi. Not quite an open, like as fully open alcoholic as she is now, but still just as fucking mentally damaged and retarded. It's like everything she says is like coming through a radio, and you're like, say again, you're coming through broken and retarded. That's like listen.
No way, it's just Nancy.
That was like, yeah, it's Nancy. Never mind. That was her. Yeah.
The mugshot that Tony had was hilarious.
Oh, the one of her fucking Paul. Yeah. Oh. Is it me or does he look like George Soros, like kind of melted?
Well, McMahon turned into Soros. I showed it on my stream last time. Everyone was like, "Holy shit!" The bug got weird eyes.
Yep. His like capillaries are all fucked up.
Well, that's
weird,
because he was getting water imported from New Jersey, and that's what it does to you.
There you go. That and the steroid abuse that caught up.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
Dude,
years and years. You're not 60 years old on the cover of was it Muscle and Fitness or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're not on some of the gear there, bud.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Pat Patterson was playing games with him before he passed, and he was switching out his testosterone pills for
estrogen.
Yeah.
He's giving McMahon hormone blockers. Vincent's like, I'm a D cup now, Pat. God damn it. I'm like Stephanie.
Why do you think he started swaying his hips when he was going out to the ring? That's why.
Well, he has to throw his hip forward because his ankle's fucked because of what happened with Bret Hart. When he gave him that uppercut, he landed on that ankle and he busted it. That's why he's always got that weird, stupid, limpy walk thing, which is great. That's a reminder every day.
Nothing beats when he blew out his quads.
Yes.
In the ring.
Thank you, Adam. I was just going to say that. When he got in the ring, blew one out, tried to get up, blew the other one out, and then sat down the ropes and was just like staring at everybody and yelling. It was like,
was that?
You're all fired.
That was, it was Evolution versus, who was it? I think it was it Evolution or DX, Adam? I can't fucking remember now.
It was. I thought it was when Cena and Batista both went over and touched the floor at the same time, and he come running out there.
I thought was it him or was it a Triple H thing? I can't fucking remember.
Nah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was Cena and Batista, and it was an elimination thing, and they both
Royal Rumble. It was a Royal Rumble then. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but he slid in there, and then when he blew him out, and he's just sitting there like, well, you're all fired. Fuck you.
Yep. Start the match over. And somebody get me a fucking wheelchair.
Do it Vince McMahon style. Blow them both out at the same time.
I don't do anything halfway. If I'm gonna fucking not be able to walk, I'm not gonna be able to walk.
Listen,
he learned a double blow from Pat Patterson.
Oh shit!
I think it was the time they spent in Poughkeepsie.
He's like, listen, well, you gotta go full McMahon. I didn't want to just meme Owen. I wanted him to.
Where's my Owen Hart figure? I'd be dropping him right now. He's just pinging her off the fucking keyboard. You know, I long said the song they should have played at Owen's funeral is that one that, what if I fail 15 stories? What if my weight wasn't enough to kill me? You know, that was Owen's fucking... Shit. I don't know if I have the gif or not.
That's absolute bullshit. His song at his funeral should have been Free Falling.
Shit.
Here it is.
Shit.
I want to get that guy on the show and just like have him like have a little button to like where I like press it every time I want him to say it, and he just says "she" like live though. You know what I mean? He can like throw. I want him to like I want him to weigh in during the show. I want him to like add random points, but just like at random times, just pop in with like "shit." If we could make that happen, that would be fucking great. That would make my day. We'd probably pick up 2 subscribers for that. It'd be worth it.
Which show is that from there he did that?
Was that The Wire? I don't know. I honestly don't know. That GIF, let's see. Groove sent me that GIF probably 2 years ago from Raiders of the Lost Flicks, Adam. Because when I first got StreamYard, I didn't have any GIFs and I didn't know how to make them, so he sent me like a dozen of them.
Oh, that's awesome, dude! If you're able to come on tomorrow night on mine, I got a bunch of new ones I put in. They're pretty glorious.
I should be there, brother. I should
Excellent,
be there.
And he was awesome Friday, Pete. Just so you know, ETAP, he was awesome Friday. He took the lefts and the rights and just even was being just so nice. It was a lot of fun Friday.
Thank you.
Who, Vinny? Thank you, man. Yeah. Good to hear it. I know. I'm sorry. You sent me the link, and I'm like, fuck. I was like over at the new house working. I'm like,
oh yeah.
I mean, I could jump in. It is sad because like I want to fucking jump in, and I'm like, I didn't have my earbuds or anything. I'm like, I can't do it. I was like, maybe if I go sit in my car, and the wife's like, what? I'm like, nothing. Nothing. We went to the movies.
I need my fix. Hold on.
I know.
Is that when your wife? That's when his wife looked at him and said, "You really need to go to counseling over this."
Right. We went to the movies last night because we had to lie to Trey all week and tell him we hadn't seen Jurassic World yet because the wife and I went last weekend. We got a date night, so we went and watched it. And we're sitting there in the theater, and there was like, now this is the second time I've watched it, so. There was shit that I, didn't catch the first time that I was like the only one that was laughing during certain scenes in the movies because it's so fucking stupid.
Yep.
And and Trey afterwards, God bless, I love him, because he enjoyed it. He did. But I said, it's like the dinosaurs were cool. Like there was some of the like the newer stuff they did, it was cool. And he was like, ask me about it. And I'm like, I was like, I like the new one with the Wolverine claws. I was like, that was pretty fucking cool. And, he dug the movie. So I'm like, all right. And the wife slipped up at one point and said something. Like, yeah, when me and Dad saw... And she stopped and he goes, what? And she's like, oh, nothing. Dad showed me like some leaked footage online. I'm like, fucking nice
Good
recovery.
cover.
I'm like, I am turning you into less and less of a normie. It's funny because like she'll say shit like, you know, like inside baseball terms, you know, stuff like that, we use, YouTubers, and she'll say it, or she'll call, like the one, like I was like, the one day she said, I think she called something a gimmick. I was like, I fucking fell more in love. And she hates wrestling, but I say to her, like, everything, if you're in the wrestling business, everything in life could be, you can call anything a gimmick or a gimmick, no, a gimmick or a deal. A shoot and you got to shoot and a work, but a gimmick or a deal can describe this pen. This, pass me that deal, my glass of wine. Let me see that gimmick, my pen. A gimmick is anything.
Right.
A deal is any. And she called something. She goes, let me see that deal over there. And I'm like, I think I just fell more in love with you.
Baby, I'm gonna get on one knee, but not on anybody else, and I'm gonna propose again.
I'm going to put one knee on somebody's neck and tell you how much I love you, baby. It's Juneteenth. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a fucking amazing show. Thank you to my wonderful panel. I could only go out with a knee on the neck joke tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, wait until tomorrow night over on my channel, and then one day.
Between tomorrow and Monday, I'll get demonetized permanently. YouTube's gonna be gunning for me. Glinzer, thank you for the super shit. He's out of line, but he's right. Thank you, Glinzer, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Frankie Knows, Nano Reaper. Hang on, I gotta play it. We got the channel members. We'll play that on the way out. Let me go around and let everybody say their. I'll start with the lady on the panel, and she identifies as a lady, and she is a female. Tina Bojan.
Good evening. Please check me out in the chats. I am always around, so say hi.
Excellent.
All right, thank you, Tina. Thank you. Next up, he is the fandom vampire that don't sparkle, but he sure do shine. Twinkle, twinkle, baby. That's Angelus Draven.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm Angelus Draven. I do gaming over on Twitch, and then the 28th at 5 p.m. Eastern, we'll be watching Forbidden Door over on my channel, and then immediately after we're done watching it, we will go live and talk about it, just like we did with Double or Nothing. So it should be a good time. I've been a little quiet this stream just because I've been working on the intro, and I showed some stuff to ETEP and Tony already. And, yeah. But what I was working on now is the Vinny part. So
Nice.
I love it.
You said the 28th, right?
Yeah, the 28th. It's a Tuesday.
Okay. All right, and that's at, was it 5?
5 p.m. is when I figured we'd watch it, because last time it went pretty late. So I'm assuming it's going to be like 4 hours like last time. So
yeah. Excellent.
But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, brother. Thank you for being here, Draven. Appreciate it. Wait, John Burns. Eats have had a good night. Down 24-0 to the Calgary Stampeders. Got him the win in Hamilton. Awesome. CFL. All right. I used to watch a little CFL. I was an Argonauts fan, man, out of Toronto. But I used to like the Maple. Even as a Red Wings fan, this sounds like sacrilege. But I liked the Maple Leafs because they had Grant Fuhr. That man was a Grant Fuhr, not mein Fuhrer. I shouldn't even say that. I just got a twinge in the back of my neck. Hurts a little more after that. Let me kick it over to how can I say Adam and I spent a night together in a hotel room and he knows I snore? Superfan Adam Shawhan.
Because we were having good time at a comic book convention.
And a good cuddler, right?
And no, we had 2 beds. Thank you very much. But he still owes me $20 because that's how Drewish he is. It's an inside joke, but he does owe me $20. But I never take it because I can bring it up every time just to make everybody laugh because it's fun. You'll catch me every Friday night on the men's room. Obviously, anywhere these guys are, I'm always in the chat. Graciously enough, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective let me come and play with them on Monday. So, I'm usually there every Monday, and then on with this fine gentleman, ETEP Wakuli, and the Place to Be Reviews. And there's this other fella, this Tony ToneDef. I don't know. He was kind of here for a little bit, but Tuesdays, I get the opportunity and honor to jam with these guys and talk wrestling with his Monday Night Retrospective, on the panel and in the chat, always having fun. So that's what makes this a great community and a whole bunch of fun. Always love everybody here. Greatest chat on YouTube. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one.
Thank you for being here, brother. I'm glad you jumped in tonight, Adam. It was good to have you on, man. And
Thanks for having me.
This is Saturday night. Anybody can show up. It happens that way, and that's what makes Saturday nights fun. There's no script. I don't outline shit. Everybody knows what I do on Monday and Wednesdays. I send out a fucking outline. I got segments timed out. We got every little detail on the fucking shit, and sometimes it's just Saturday nights. It's just like, hey, you know what? I'm going to get drunk. I'm going to be high and we're going to have fucking fun. I'm going to rant and ramble and yeah, it's going to be a good night. So with that being said, though, let me kick it off to a dude who definitely has some epic fucking rants and some kick-ass guinea pigs and some cool toys. Tommy in the Guinea Pig Collective. Who's on mute? But we have Guinea Pig Cam, which is...
Yeah, man. There ain't
adorable.
nothing wrong
It's
with the guinea
adorable.
pig cam.
No.
Rorschach is he has been a camera hog lately, and he has been an absolute diva. I've been getting requests for Rorschach's journal statements, so I posted the first one on my YouTube post the other day. So there's probably going to be more of those coming. Rorschach has a lot to say. But guys, you can find me Monday 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific with Going Old School Retro Discussions, talking about those awesome things from the past that we love so much, from TV shows, toys, movies, the whole gamut of all those things, even places from the past like Toys R Us. God, I miss Toys R Us all over the place. And then, of course, back again on Thursday with my man Vinny when we do 7:45 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays with Collectible Pass, talking about some of these newer companies that are doing it right with the retro re-releases and all the other awesome toys that are out there. Guys, just remember, if you're sitting there agreeing with these crazy wackos that want to have these kids injected and wind up giving them strokes so they look like a whole bunch of mini JRs running around, you might be the problem. But guys, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent, and Rorschach will get you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here, Tommy. It's good to have you on, as always, my man. And last but certainly not least, this dude. This is a good motherfucker right here, and somebody I cannot wait. Another one in the long line of people on YouTube that I know, but I want to meet is Mr. Vinnie Tartamella.
We'll cuddle in a hotel. I mean, you could hear each other snoring soon. Thank you, brother.
He's going to bring himself at least a 24-pack of Jersey water so you guys can really get down.
Don't worry, Vinny. He'll grab your butt.
Oh shit! Not again.
At one point, I probably will.
That's because I do my squats, and everyone want a piece, and I say no. Well,
you've said on air, sir. You've said on air. We know that you want it.
But just remember what Red Gay says. Red Gay says if you're not taking it, you're not gay.
It's not gay if you're not taking it.
No, we're not gonna have any stories called One Night in New Jersey. No, it's not happening. But I'll meet you in public somewhere. No. It's always a blast. I love hanging out here. My brothers and sister now. It's just a ton of fun all the time. Cause I am a man who gives no more fucks about anything. I don't give a shit about these people who are placating to douchebags, who are sucking up all that nonsense, being fake as shit to make a sale. We're genuine. We're real. We get the work done. We're having a good time with good people, and we're calling out the bullshit. It's just how we roll here. If you live by a hashtag, you should just slap yourself in the face and jump off a bridge, allegedly in a video game. But seriously, it's ridiculous shit. Sick of the drama and everything else, and I'm very vocal about it because I don't fucking care. There's real world stuff going on, and we're just here to make each other laugh and have a good time, and get the cool work done. You know, we have awesome projects, great storytelling. Again, I am so thrilled at everyone who's been receiving Shadow of the Kraken. That's my newest baby right there. And everyone's just they've been enjoying the hell out of that story. And that means a lot to me because I worked hard on it. I wanted to make sure you guys got a really amazing first issue and into this world too. But again, more I jump around with these genres, but you're going to see how everything connects. You're going to start seeing it soon as well. Next project's going to be City of Venus 2. And again, there's a reason to, there's a method to my madness. The madness. There's a method to all of it, and you'll see where it's headed and what we're going to be doing. But
yeah.
Universe.
Come check out my streams over on YouTube, Vinnieart. Tomorrow night we're gonna have one. We'll have a Father's Day kind of bash. And I don't think I shouldn't have any kids. I don't. If they knock on the door, like I said, I don't know who you are. I need a paternity test. Your mother's a whore. No, I'm kidding.
Allegedly.
No.
Allegedly in Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft. No. But no, we're gonna have a good time. You can always catch me on Mondays as well over on ETEP's channel. Tuesdays, we're always hanging out over on Tony's channel. It's a blast talking about wrestling. Thursdays, sometimes it's the probe. It's whenever Reds is gonna do it, and I got time to jump on. But Thursdays, it's also collectible past with Tommy. This week we didn't get to do it. Tommy couldn't, and I got caught up with a bunch of shit. And by the time I saw, I'm like, oh, it's too late to start a stream. But don't worry, we're going to be coming back, and I got a couple more cool figures to review. And there's one up right now that's pretty damn killer. If you guys are into Street Fighter, I made a 1/6 scale Chun-Li, which is killer.
Nice.
With the Alpha costume, not the classic one, but I like the Alpha look. And
I do too.
It's killer, man. It's killer. So but we're gonna have more fun soon. Like I said, we just jump all over the place, and it's always a good time. Fridays and Sundays are usually my streams. So thank you everybody. Love the chat, love the panel. We'll have more fun soon.
All right, brother. Thank you, and thank you everybody in the chat. I would love to read all your names, but I'm crossfaded as fuck, and I'm not even gonna attempt it right now.
He's got his Grace Randolph going on right now.
Tommy, I resemble that comment. That's just a car.
Pardon me, man.
Grace, look at me. Grace, look at me. All right, Grace, look at me in the eyes. Look at me with both eyes, over here and right here. Girl, you know, I'd be like, Pitbull, you know you want it. You know you want it. Anyway, I'll be back Monday night with the Horsemen. Not 4, but 5 of us will be right here, 8:35 Eastern. We'll have the member stream, and that's it in the old studio. I can do this now. I think there's room in here for me to spin around in the chair, not hit anything. Yes, there is. I did it. I only caught my phone charger on my foot. Oh, hamstring cramp. Oh, shit. That hurts. That's what happens when you're this age and you're dehydrated. You get a hamstring cramp from doing the spin in your chair. I'm just kidding, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you, everybody, for being here.
You're all fired.
You sons of bitches. I just tore a quad and a hamstring from spinning out of my chair. Where's Stephanie? You're fired, Vinny. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys and gals being here. My panel, Tina, Draven, Vinny, Tommy, and last but certainly not least, Superfan Adam Shawhan. Thank you all. You guys and gals out there are the reason that we do this and I do this. And I know what you're all thinking right now.
Shut up, bitch!
I'm almost done. I'm almost done because my hamstring's starting to flare up again.
Well, I think I got a cramp as well before, so
it's Wakanda land. I'm Etep Cooing to the place to be reviews with a hamstring cramp because I'm old, dehydrated, drank too much wine, and we've been here with all the yous. If I don't see ya, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and we'll catch you on the next one. Am I in the right gif? Here we go. We're done.
Get your own.
Take that, you bitch!
No! What the hell?
How'd you like that?
Hey, joke's on you. I have hepatitis.